Welcome to Chi-Town, the Windy City, Chicago, Illinois. The Midwest is synonymous with wrestling, and tonight at the Wintrust Arena, we are at the epicenter of the freestyle wrestling world. Real American Freestyle 3 starts right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the CMO, the CEO, and the COO of Real American Freestyle, Eric Bischoff, Chad Bronstein, and Izzy Martinez.
You know, you all have heard me. You all have heard me say this. Can you hear me now? You have all heard me say this, I don't know, a couple thousand times. But this time, I really, really mean it. Because I love each and every one of you people. We've got a jam-packed crowd here in Chicago. Thank you very much. You guys beat the storm all to come here to see the real action. Chad, you gotta love this, man.
Well, Eric, this is incredible. I lived in Chicago for the past 14 years, and when I met Izzy Martinez and we had this idea and we all talked about it, we knew we had to come to Chicago. So this is incredible, a sold-out crowd on a winter storm, and I feel great. I'm gonna pass it to Izzy Martinez, who's built an unbelievable club in in Chicago, and that's how I met him, and I'm sure he's feeling unbelievable.
Chicago, let me hear you. You know, they say, you know, dreams really do come true, and they are today. Chicago, we are pumped to be here, and let's get right down to business. Let's go.
Oh, from the ashes, I will rise. No satisfaction without the fight. A man has limits, oh, so they say. But I never listen, did it my way. I'm gonna take what's mine, I paid my dues. I dare you to walk a mile in these shoes. The beat in my soul just keeps getting louder. Give me some of that power. Give me some of that power. I wanna feel it in my blood, feel it in my veins, show you that I can't be tamed. Give me some of that power.
And we are live inside the Wintrust Arena here in Chicago, Illinois. It's literally a winter storm outside, but do you think that has stopped thousands and thousands of wrestling fans from coming into the Wintrust Arena to see the biggest wrestling spectacular? Absolutely not. They are willing to do anything to see this. A huge buzz inside the Wintrust Arena. I'm Cyrus Bees, and you're going to be seeing me live all night long here on Fox Nation. The buzz is huge because we have major superstars. We have Olympic medalists like USA's Kennedy Blades in the house. How about Olympic heavyweight gold medalist Tazhudinov is in the house. You're gonna get Real Woods, our featherweight champion, and then viral sensation Bo Bassett as well. Now, speaking of that championship with Real Woods defending his title for the very first time against a guy he looks up to, a two-time national champion, Jordan Oliver. That is going to be massive. Then the aforementioned Kennedy Blades has suplexed her way into stardom tonight. She will go against Ali Rivera, a 1-0 veteran here at RAF. That all happens tonight. And I am honored to be standing by with an all-star commentary team. We got two-time UFC bantamweight champion Juliana Pena in the house, and we have the incomparable, always undefeated Chael Sonnen in the house as well. Guys, you gotta be feeling this. Chael, we talked about how wrestling fans will do anything to get to a meet. Well, this is the ultimate meet. RAF 3 here in Chicago.
Cyrus, you sound great. Juliana, you look great. And people, you are ready for a treat. There is 6,000 people in this arena. We got a snowstorm going behind us. Energy is a very hard thing to explain to the audience, but I can feel it. I can feel it in my stomach right now.
Well, Juliana, having a fully stacked card is amazing. But when you got 2 matches on it, with the ladies right there in the spotlight, that has to get your blood flowing.
Yes, it does, and you said it. Lady Mir is going to be making a splash here at Real American Freestyle, one of our emerging rising stars, but that does not stop because we got Kennedy Blades, silver Olympic wrestler. She's also here tonight, but there's 2 women that stand in front of them. We got Alejandra Rivera and Alexis Gomez, the hometown hero Alexis Gomez, and they are coming for it all.
Oh, man. So psyched, and then when you look at this card, I know, Chael, you're excited about Woods and Oliver, maybe the most, and you love that Taz is here. But how about the 2 UFC guys stepping their way in here? Michael Chandler, Chad Mendes on top of the card.
Which, shockingly, this match has never gone down. Never in MMA, never in jiu-jitsu, never even in age group wrestling. These 2, as a matter of fact, have never even touched each other until they shook hands yesterday, which means they both thought about each other for over a decade.
And they both said at the same time, wrestling changed their lives, it turned them into men, and they are so looking forward not only to be making their debut at Real American Freestyle, but to give back to the sport that they said changed their lives.
Oh, man, I'm getting goosebumps here, folks. Let's get it all started. Throw it up to our announcer, Jazz Secura.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have gathered here tonight on Thanksgiving weekend to honor, to pay tribute, and to celebrate the original combat sport. Wintrust Arena, Chicago, Illinois, and everyone streaming live at Fox Nation. Welcome to RAF 03! Ladies and gentlemen, please rise if you are able, remove your caps, and help us honor the national anthem singing Miss Ashley Walls.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proud twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so
And here we are, folks. Welcome to RAF 03. We are officially underway, and here's your first matchup right out of the gate. And it is a big one. Darian Caldwell, he is a one-match veteran here at RAF, but he is taking on the absolute viral sensation. People are calling him the next big thing in this sport. Bo Bassett at 19 years old. Absolutely incredible. Bo Bassett is backstage ready to make his debut. And this young man is something special.
I know that there's struggles in the sport, and not a lot of times there's light on those moments. I think a lot of times people highlight the best parts. There is definitely a lot of parts that people don't see. There's this idea that my dad, he kind of puts onto our wrestlers, and it's the iceberg. And you only really see the tip of the iceberg, like the good parts, maybe the wins. But the underside that you don't see, that's under the water, is much greater than just the tip. And I think that's where the hard work comes, where the setbacks come. I like to stay positive in the biggest moments and in the moments that are learning lessons. Darian's a guy I watched my whole life. So I think that I'm gonna bring confidence, I'm gonna bring excitement, I'm gonna wrestle hard. I think what I have that maybe Darian doesn't have is I think that I bring an element of the youth for sure. Being younger is gonna help. I mean, I can train extremely hard, recover pretty quick. I feel that people are gonna underestimate Bo as far as his strength and his technique. Once Darian locks up with him, he's gonna realize that Bo's not a typical 19-year-old. He's pretty strong, and he's gonna give him a different feel than he's probably expecting from a teenager. I have a lot of respect for Darian. This is wrestling against a guy that has done a lot of the things I want to do in this sport, but I'm dangerous because there's nothing to lose. I know that I'm gonna sprint for the entirety of the match and try to make it as long as possible. And I want him to walk off the mat and think to himself, like, man, I'm exhausted, and I never want to wrestle that guy again.
All right, wrestling fans, our first match is in the Real American Freestyle Featherweight Division. Please welcome NCAA National Champion and Bellator MMA Champion from Rahway, New Jersey. Here is Darian the Wolf Caldwell.
Darian Caldwell, Chael, he is hyped up on all fours. He's excited for this challenge, he truly is.
Bo Bassett's going to do a lot of things tonight, but with Darian Caldwell is not one of them. And I'm just saying, Juliana, sometimes it comes down to it. Two wrestlers trying to figure out who's tougher. That's not what they're doing tonight. This is about points. You don't want to fight that man, not as a teenager.
No, absolutely not. Darian Caldwell is fluid and unorthodox, and he has the experience from competing at RAF. We'll see how he does against the young phenom, Bo Bassett.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, Super 32, Pennsylvania State Champion and U17 World Champion from Johnstown, Pennsylvania, Bo Machine Gun Bassett.
Well, he's truly enjoying the moment. Bo Bassett, this has to be the most hype on this entire card. The entire wrestling world is watching this young man, Chael. There's something magnetic about him, and his skill level is off the charts.
The most famous athlete on the card just might be this young man. He embraced social media. He is out there. He's got a nickname. This is the Machine Gun. He is signed to Virginia Tech. He signed for the largest NIL deal in wrestling history, by the way.
And here is your referee, Yaroslav Petrina. He will be overseeing this 3 2-minute rounds freestyle rules here at the Wintrust Arena. And we are on and going here in the white. That is Caldwell in the black. Bo Bassett, we know about that engine, Chael. He is nonstop.
And that's one of the problems with him. Darian Caldwell, if you'll recall, the biggest upset in NCAA history. When he defeated Brett Metcalf, Brett Metcalf was known for that same energy. Caldwell has a way to deal with that. Caldwell has a way to slow guys down. Now, he's got to get points on Bassett, and that's a little bit of a different conversation.
Bassett is quick, he is fast, he puts a pace on you that I'm sure Darian has felt in the past, but that youngest rostered fighter right now for Real American, it might be playing in his favor. We'll see.
This is an opportunity right here. Bassett has a hold of the leg.
Caldwell's blocking that arm. He's blocking his arm with his left knee. Caldwell's got an ability to come out on top here.
Dangerously close there to the perimeter.
He needs to scramble. Caldwell needs to scramble. He's going to give this up if he doesn't move. He needs to move.
He's about to get pinned.
More points on the board here. Bo Bassett.
Oh, that was quick.
They got him. It's a touch fall in freestyle wrestling, Cyrus. I know you're looking at that right now. His shoulders, from my vantage point, did very clearly touch. That was a fall.
Wow, absolutely incredible. We knew this was going to be special, and it surely was. Bo Bassett comes out in a very, very big way. And we're going to take a look at this beautiful replay footage. Bo Bassett living up to all of the hype, Juliana. I tell you, we knew it was going to be fast. We didn't think it was going to be that fast.
He's got a bedtime. He's got a bedtime because he wakes up at 5 a.m. to get those 5 a.m. workouts in. Yeah, he's a phenom. He's a freak.
Let's take a look at it right here. Here is the replay. As you can see, digging in, pushing is Bo Bassett. And just right there it is. That's all he needs, and that was the fall. Bo Bassett showing, like I said, the hype is most definitely real with that young man. Could he be the biggest superstar here in RAF? Definitely have a good case for it. Let's go up to Chael. He's standing by here with our winner.
All right, Bo Bassett, Juliana Pena just told the audience that you pinned him because you must get home because you have a bedtime. Do you have training in the morning?
That's right, baby. 5 a.m. tomorrow. I just wanted to come out and wrestle hard. Wrestling a legend like Darian was exciting. This is bigger than wrestling for me, though. It's a platform that God blessed me with to represent his kingdom and share his word. So God bless. Jesus, the way, the truth, the life.
Bo, this is not the first NCAA champion you've beaten, but it is the first MMA world champion who you have pinned. How are you feeling right now?
Yeah, I'm feeling great. I'm extremely blessed. So I just want to wrestle as hard as I can and sprint. And Darian, he had a lot to say, but I told him that we're gonna wrestle on Saturday regardless.
Now, I know that you're going to be back here in Real American Freestyle, but do you have an opponent in mind?
Yeah, I've been thinking about it, and I'm not really calling anyone out because I have too much respect for these guys, but I want to wrestle the best. I really like the UFC tie, and so I know these guys are big-time fighters, but Sean O'Malley, Conor McGregor, and Khabib, let's go.
I was not expecting that. Ladies and gentlemen, the man did not break a sweat. Give it up for Bo Bassett.
Did I hear Sean O'Malley, Conor McGregor, and Khabib?
Boy, I hope they're watching. I'm sure they'll get the message, though.
Oh, my goodness. Can't wait to hear what the reply is on that one. Bo Bassett. Fantastic performance there by Bo Bassett. Next up, we have a big one. It is Bella Mir making her debut against another debutante in Alexis Gomez. That is going to be at 150 pounds here at RAF 3. And here we are in the Windy City here live on Fox Nation, RAF 3 here at the Wintrust Arena. Take a look at that weather. Yes, indeed, it is a winter storm here in Chicago, but that has not stopped a sold-out crowd. Well, folks, if you think you know how tonight ends, it's time to put your fight IQ to the test. For the first time ever, you can make picks on RAF matchups thanks to our official gaming partner, NXT Bets. It's live now on Underdog Fantasy. Head to nxtbets.com/playraf or scan the QR code on screen to sign up and lock in your picks. Must be 18 plus where legal, and always play responsibly. And we're back inside the Wintrust Arena as we saw one quick finish. Now it's time to get to our next matchup. Bella Mir and Alexis Gomez. Alexis Gomez, great credentials here. Bronze at the Pan Am, second at the NAIA Championships in Bella Mir. Of course, the daughter of UFC great Frank Mir, 2023 Under-20 U.S. National Freestyle Champion, 4-0 pro in MMA. We got one heck of a matchup. Let's go back to Jazz Securo.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we move to the RAF middleweight division. Please welcome All-American, USA Wrestling and Fargo champion, wrestling out of Lebanon, Illinois, ladies and gentlemen, Alexis Gomez.
And here comes one half of the Gomez siblings. We'll see Austin Gomez. Later on tonight, it's Alexis Gomez. It is a wrestling family. Juliana, I'm excited to see what she has for us here at RAF3.
Yes, this is so exciting for the viewers because they are going to be going up against each other in the NCAA finals later on in the following year. So this is a preview for us to be able to see who's going to win in the NCAA finals later on.
No doubt about it. Alexis Gomez is ready for work.
And her opponent, two-time All-American, Jiu-Jitsu World Champion, wrestling out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Bella Mir.
And here is Lady Mir, Bella Mir, daughter of Frank Mir. Jill, we know that Frank couldn't be here. We know he wants to be here, but he just came off a little bit of surgery. But his daughter, his spawn, she is a serious competitor.
She was the starting linebacker for Gordon Biersch's football team as a junior. She was the only female in America to start on a men's team. This is the real deal. And by the way, guys, this is a rematch. Gomez swears things will be different because her brother is on the card. And she says she never loses when her brother's on the card.
And your referee, once again, Yaroslav Petrina for this matchup. Our first women's matchup of the night. Kennedy Blades will be later on tonight against Ali Rivera in the black. That is Bella Mir in the white, Alexis Gomez. What are we looking for here, Juliana?
We're looking for head snaps. We're looking for hand fighting. We're looking for collar ties, anything that you can.
Bella Mir showed up into the wrestling room. Her father, Frank, told me the story. She shows up in the wrestling room, and the coach didn't really know how he was going to deal with the girl. Tells her to go into a handstand against the wall, and he leaves the room. He forgot that he put her there. He came back 44 minutes later, and she was still upside down, and he said, all right, we can work with this.
Little Russian tie for Bella Mir. Looking to shoot for a single leg head on the outside. Nicely done by Mir, nice shot.
Oh, she might be going for a ride. Bella Mir, can she complete it?
Surprising, actually. I was thinking that Gomez was going to be the one that was going to shoot coming out of Hector Gomez's gym, her dad coaching her. I definitely thought she was going to shoot first. That was a surprise for me.
Bella wants 4 here. She's getting a little bit greedy. She's trying to do a feet to back. She may regret this. She's got an option to push out of bounds. She's got an option to trip and just get a takedown. The referee's calling that a stalemate. Very uncommon from that position. Whoa, the crowd doesn't like that. Very uncommon from that position to stalemate it.
As there's maybe a comparison, it's like maybe you stood up when you're in full mount in MMA. You don't generally do that, right?
Yeah, no, she was under attack. She had done her job. Bella had an opportunity to switch to a double leg there, and she didn't do it. She's back to this 2-on-1, Juliana. I think she's going to fire that same high crotch if she can get Gomez to reach.
You know, they were, saying that Bella was more of like a brawler, whereas Gomez was going to be the shooter. I see Mir as attacking. I see her shooting in the shot. Let's see if she can do it again from this Russian tie. She got that 2-on-1. Looking for that shot again.
Bella Mir is able to get that point, I believe, on that shot clock. Able to get 1 point on the board here. No passivity allowed. Once they enact the shot clock, you only have a certain amount of time, 14 seconds, to take a shot, to be aggressive. They didn't see that out of Gomez. And just like that, 1 point goes to Bella Mir as we close out round number 1. Anything surprising here, Chill?
Yeah, I want to talk about their first match and the difference that I'm already seeing in this one. In their first contest, Bella came out, it was a storm. She got on top, she executed parterre. Gomez said things are going to be different. Asked her, well, why? What's going to be different? She said, my strategy is going to be different, but I'm starting to see that strategy now. Goal number 1, slow her down, and that goal in round 1 has been achieved.
And an incredible feat. not getting taken down there by Gomez, because Bellemere was in great position, Juliana, to score some major points, and she doesn't get it. You got to be impressed by Gomez, able to stay on her feet.
Yeah, and maybe it is the fact that her family's here and her brother's competing tonight and giving her that extra added confidence that she's not going to lose in front of her family, and also wanting that revenge from losing that first match.
Remember, folks, 3 2-minute rounds here at RAF. Number of ways that you can win. That, of course, being a pinfall. We saw that with Bo Bassett. Also a tech fall, which is a 10-point deficit. If you can go up 10, which you can really string those points very, very quickly in freestyle wrestling. And here's another shot.
She does it again. Went back to the well with the same move. Nicely done by Bella. Looking to get on that front head draw there. Or take the back if she can. There it is. Nice throw by Bellemere. Nicely done.
There's 2, now she's on top. This was a big deal in their first contest. When Bella got on top, she overwhelmed her with strength. Let's see what Gomez has to offer.
Just an absolute bulldog here is Bellemere transitioning. Great work by Mir. They'll call stalemate. They'll bring him back up. We got a minute to go here in round number 2. Bellemere up.
I'm very high on the adjustments that Gomez has made. However, she's down by 3 and she's yet to fire a shot, Juliana. She's going to have to get on the offense if she wants to win this match.
You know, and I was watching one of her other matches from last year, and, you know, the match was about right into that second quarter where she had to stop because she hurt her knee. I see that she's wearing a knee brace. I'm wondering, is it maybe she's not shooting because her knees could be bothering her a little bit? Because I was definitely expecting her to at least attempt 1 shot by now.
She's been very, very confident all week long as Alexis Gomez. And at some point, she is going to have to get a little desperate here, and she's going to have to go for some points. We are still here in just round 2, only down 3. Bellemere, though, in control of the matchup thus far.
I feel that Gomez might have been a little bit concerned with conditioning. Bellemere comes out, she really puts a pace on it. I feel that Gomez is very committed to grabbing those wrists, to slowing her down. I think she succeeded, but guys, we got a round and 3 seconds left. She's got to get going.
So that is where we leave it, 3-0 here for Bellemere going into round 3. Now, there is something to think about here, because something I have noticed, and I'm relatively new to the sport, as we take a look at our replay. Great work by Mir. She's going to come around and she's going to get that additional 2 points. Chill, is that this final round can change it all. You can string points together so quickly in this sport, so watch out. It's 2 minutes, but it can be a wild 2 minutes.
I'm left perplexed with what Gomez's strategy is here, but I have to assume, I'm left as a viewer to assume that her plan was to get in the 3rd round, have this within reach, and start what we call a sprint in wrestling, where you go all out, where you get on your attacks. She's yet to do that, and I don't want for her to have a moral victory, which is to make this a closer contest, and I'm fearing that that is, in fact, what her goal is.
Well, we got a wild crowd here in the Wintrust Arena, and here we are, 3rd and final round. 3-0 is Bellemere. Is Alexis Gomez going to go for it here? She needs to go for broke, and that is what she needed, and she may have something here, folks.
I think they're going to call this downed action.
Wrestling on the edge there. Gomez needed to keep running her feet on that double. She stopped.
Now right there, for some of our new viewers, you saw a push out. You saw Bellemere step out. However, it was called a downed athlete because her knees were on the mat. The referee does not have to award a point, and he elected not to.
And is that a parterre or close to a parterre?
It would have been had she actually got on top. Parterre is once the takedown is established. Right there was an opportunity for a push out, and I think that's why Bella stayed down and didn't quite wrestle back in. She knew her knee was down. She knew that she was going to be safe.
So here we are, folks. They want more action. Referee Yaroslav Petrina asking for more action. No passivity here. We like to push the pace here at Real American Freestyle. 1 minute left on the clock here for Alexis Gomez.
I would encourage Bella to get back to that left leg. I would encourage Bella. She's made 4 shots tonight. 2 of them she got to the leg. I think she should put another couple shots together. Right here's going to be 2. Now it's Gomez's chance on top. This is Gomez's champ.
This is what we talked about, folks. Doesn't seem like a lot of time, but it doesn't take much time to get points here at RAF. And just like that, we are locked in, we're tied, and Alexis Gomez has the advantage here because the last person to score can be the winner here. Let's take a look. 30 seconds.
That's an interesting rule. What's happening, blood?
We got a blood time. When Gomez got on top there, she needed to make a choice. Do I want to go gut wrench? Do I want to go leg lace? She weighed in between, and it's one of the reasons she never got her hand locked and didn't get going, but that might not be her strategy. This might have been her strategy. She is technically in the lead. If she can get one more good attack, she can win this match.
You're going to see an aggressive Bellamere here, Juliana. She is going for broke. Now she's fired up.
Yeah, one of the things about Bella is she'll pull something out of her hat in the last 15 seconds, last 10 seconds. I've seen it happen before. Do not blink, ladies and gentlemen, because she is very liable to get another takedown or some type of point. But like you said, the advantage goes to the last point given.
Yep, right now it's Gomez!
4! That's 4!
Oh, baby! Alexis Gomez! What a throw! 4 points!
The strategy worked.
Nice.
The strategy worked. She waited till the third. She kept it close and found her takedown. Forget that last 4. We didn't need it. Even without that 4, she won that contest. Wow.
Absolutely fantastic performance. Let's take a look at the replay right here, Juliana. Incredible. This is where she tied it up.
Yes, it was a nice shot, and forget about her being injured because maybe she was playing possum. Nicely done, feet to back there by Alexis Gomez. Gets it done in the rematch against Bellamere.
All right, let's go to Yatsenko for the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 periods and a final score of 7-3, your winner, Alexis Gomez!
The celebration is on for Alexis Gomez as she celebrates with the crowd. There's a lot of fans in the house here. The Gomez family representing, and now she's standing by with the bad guy, Chael Sonnen.
Come on. Shake my hand with that blood. That's an honor for me. Girl, what a difference 2 weeks has made. People may not know, that was a rematch that just had a 14-point swing in your favor.
I mean, I trained for these moments, and I just lived day-to-day grind. And that's what she knew was coming in here. I knew that she wasn't ready for what was going to hit her next, and I proved everyone wrong.
What was the big difference? It appeared to me that you were waiting until the third period to find your points. Was that the strategy? Slow her down in the first 2, score in the final?
I know she was going to come out banging. She has something to prove. She has a big name. But I'm just here to wrestle, have fun, get my opponents tired. And that's what I did. And I capitalized off of her weakness.
Well, this is perhaps a precursor to a future national championship. Congratulations here at Real American Freestyle. Who can we expect you to see in the future?
Anyone. I'll wrestle anyone in the world. Bring them on.
My final question, how is your brother going to do later tonight?
Same as me, dominate. That's all we do.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Alexis Gomez.
Wow. That was just fantastic. Alexis Gomez down 3 points in the final round, ties it up and then takes it home with an incredible throw. Now signing autographs, you gotta love it. Oh, this has been already an incredible night here on Fox Nation.
Ladies
but
and
folks,
gentlemen,
we want you in RAF Force, and we want you mat side on December 20th in Indianapolis at the Ventures Arena, and we're giving away a VIP experience that includes the road tickets. Scan the QR code on screen or head to realamericanfreestyle.com/Indy-VIP to enter now.
Make some noise!
Yes, indeed. It is going down light heavyweights next here at RAF 3. And it is a fun matchup, folks. Pat Downey and Joaquin Buckley. Pat Downey, 2019 U.S. Open National Champion, 2016 All-American at Iowa State. Joaquin Buckley, of course you know him at the UFC, ranked 10th in the welterweight division with notable wins over Colby Covington and Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. Let's go to Jazz.
Ladies and gentlemen, we move to the Real American Freestyle Light Heavyweight Division. Please welcome NCAA All-American Bellator veteran, wrestling out of Palm Beach, Florida, PD3, the Lizard King, Pat Downey.
All right, Joe, I got to go to you on this one. I know you're excited for this matchup, and you love this character, this wrestler, this athlete, Pat Downey.
Pat Downey has not only promised to win this match, he did not only promise to pin his opponent, he did not only promise to technical fall his opponent, he promised to finish, technical fall, and pin him at the same time.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a big promise.
Hey, Pat Downey's an All-American out of Ames, and by the way, he's got a silver medal from the Junior World Championships. He represented this country in 2019.
And his opponent, UFC veteran, wrestling out of St. Louis, Missouri, Joaquin Buckley.
Well, we've seen this man in many highlight reels. He's an incredible mixed martial artist. Came out of high school there in St. Louis. That's where he started his wrestling journey. But Chael Juliana, I love what he does on the mats in the octagon. What a scrambler. But is he ready for this sort of competition? And Pat Downey, he's very confident.
He says he is. He literally broke down the door for Chad Bronstein, owner and creator of Real American Freestyle. And he said, listen, I am a big personality. I'm a big star. I'm a hard worker, and I'm ready to represent the Midwest and Chicago. He's definitely the man for the challenge.
ESPN.com yesterday wrote an article that said Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua is the biggest mismatch in sports of 2025, and the second biggest mismatch is Joaquin Buckley's chances against Pat Downey Jr. That's a lot to put on a young man who, by the way, happens to be ranked number 8 in the UFC right now.
Right.
And here we go, round number 1. Downey and Buckley. Downey in the white, Buckley in the black. And they are not wasting any time. This is kind of what we expected, Juliana.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I asked Pat Downey, hey, you just had a tough match, a competitive match against gold medalist Jake Varner. How you feeling going into this? He said, listen, I have nothing to hang my hat on and be negative about that last match. And I think that match against Jake Varner gave him the confidence to go in here against UFC fighter Joaquin Buckley.
Slip throw, by the way. If our audience is wondering at home, that was ruled a slip throw. The ref, going to give points there. We're going to have 5.
Are they going to count that?
5 points, feet to back, they're calling that.
Oh, my goodness.
He was out of bounds, wasn't he?
Is why you tuned into Fox Nation.
Jules, I would answer you, but I was so busy watching the throw, I didn't actually look at their feet.
I'm telling you, him fighting that Jake Varner gave him all the confidence.
This isn't just a wrestler versus fighter here, by the way.
No.
Pat Downey came from Bellator. Pat Downey's had a number of cage fights himself. Buckley is not afraid to attack. Boy, Buckley came here to play.
No, he is so aggressive.
I think that's the interesting thing about it. Coming right around there and picking up points.
Gut wrench.
Is Downey. He's got the gut wrench, chaining them together. He's up 8-0.
Blocked by Pat Downey. That was so nice. My favorite move.
And that, my friends, is a technical fall. Round 1, Pat Downey.
Nice. He said he was getting his career back on track, and it was Real American Freestyle that did it for him. I'm so happy for him. He deserves that win.
You know, there's always that factor, that unexpected factor when you talk about bringing in a UFC talent like Buckley, but then it just comes down to wrestling skill, and this guy is an absolute spark plug. Pat Downey showing us everything that we wanted and more. This is what RAF is all about. That's how he finished it, and that just got him a technical fall. 12-0. Let's go to Yatsenko.
Ladies and gentlemen, the final score of 12-0, officially a tech fall with 47 seconds left in the first period. For your winner, Pat Downey!
Well, there it is. Big win there for Pat Downey as he showed up and showed out here in Chi-Town tonight. He stands by with the bad guy.
All right, you promised people you were gonna give a pin tech and you got awfully close. How you feeling, Pat?
Yes, sir. That tech pin is confirmed. 12-0 over Buckamedov.
Now, you may have not just taken out a decorated wrestler, but you did just finish the number 8 ranked UFC fighter in the world. What can we expect from you next?
Yes, sir. I think you got to give credit to Buck for coming out, stepping in uncharted territory. I'd like to see me against somebody a little more competitive. There's a name I have in mind. He's a ginger from Penetration State. He's got my 205-pound belt. I'm talking about you, Bo Nickel.
Ladies and gentlemen, Pat Downey would like Bo Nickel. What do you guys think about that? Give it up for PD3.
Yeah, I think we're all in for that. I think everybody wants to see Pat Downey and Bo Nickel. Juliana, you ready for that one?
I am surprised, but actually I'm not, because Pat Downey's such a savage. I'm so happy for him. He really deserves that win.
Pat Downey.
Tremendous win there for Pat Downey. Highlight of the night.
Who wants a Pat Downey autograph t-shirt? Somebody make some noise!
Incredible action here tonight. Pat Downey getting it done. But we got so much more to go here from the Wintrust Arena. All right, fans, if you know how tonight ends, it's time for you to put that fight IQ to the test. That's right, for the first time ever, you can make picks on RAF matchups, so we want you to. Thanks to our official gaming partner, NXT Bets. Slide now on Underdog Fantasy. Head to nxtbets.com/playRAF. Scan the QR code on screen to sign up and lock in your picks. Must be 18 plus where legal, and always play responsibly. And it is time for your next matchup. We are slowing down not one bit. This one's going to be a lot of fun. Guida, UFC Hall of Fame class of 2019 for his match with Diego Sanchez. 4th most takedowns landed in UFC history. Cayden Henschel, this kid is an influencer. He's viral. Everybody knows him. 3-time NCAA D1 Scholar, All-American. 554 subscribers on YouTube. That's pretty impressive, but is it going to be enough to take home a victory? Now let's take a look back. RAF2, Muggsy, Cayden Henschel, you were here, Juliana. We love Muggsy, but Cayden Henschel was just too much for him.
Listen, Cayden Henschel is one of my favorites just for the pure fact that, like, if you wanted to buy a t-shirt of mine, impossible online. Cayden Henschel's got t-shirts, he's got wrestling shoes, he's got all the merch, he knows how to market himself, so much so that I bought 2 pair of wrestling shoes for my nephews, Sam and Manny in Washington. Cayden signed them for him. They're his biggest fans. He is so important to the youth in wrestling and giving back to this sport. I like him. He's great.
Well, let's get this matchup on the road. Let's go to Jazz Securo.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next match is in the Real American Freestyle welterweight division. Please welcome the legendary future UFC Hall of Famer from Chicago, Illinois, the Carpenter, Guida.
And here we go. 165 pounds, and here comes Guida. For years and years, he has entertained us here in the UFC, but now going back to his roots, Joe. You know, he talks about he never won state when he was in high school, but he sure proved himself when he got inside that octagon.
His roots are not just wrestling. His roots are in Chicago. His roots are Izzy style. His roots are with this very club that he has brought on the stage with him tonight. I have never seen an athlete walk out with their club before. I love it.
Oh my, is Guida Mania running wild all over Chicago? He just ripped his shirt and everything. A little ode to one of our founders, the Hulkster. Guida is ready to go. He's got all of his students in the house from Izzy style. His brother Jason Guida in the house. You gotta love it. Clay Guida, all smiles. He loves this opportunity, and he is taking it very seriously, Juliana.
Yes, he is. He said, Cayden, you grew up watching YouTube. I grew up without cable. And you are literally going to feel what it feels like when a grown man puts your hands on you tomorrow night.
He did tell him that. Hey, by the way, there's a grooming rule in freestyle wrestling. I don't know if that's why Clay cut his hair or not, but he looks kind of good with the trim.
Yes. I like it. I like it.
The wild man.
Guida, ready to rock here at RAF 3.
And now, let's welcome his opponent, Wisconsin State Champion, two-time Scholar All-American, representing West Bend, Wisconsin, presenting Cayden Henschel!
Well, you gotta love Cayden Henschel. A lot of people do, to the tune of 556 subscribers. You see him all over TikTok. This guy is everywhere, representing this sport in a very positive way, by the way. But like you said, he's a marketing genius, Juliana, but he has the skills to back it up. He showed it in RAF 2. He's ready to do it again.
And he's got such a great attitude. The way he carries himself, you can tell that this guy, Cayden Henschel, he gets it. He understands the marketing behind the Real American and YouTube and social media. He's a smart kid. He may be young, but he knows how to wrestle, and he knows what he's doing when it comes to marketing himself.
And this is Cliff Ramos, your referee. 3 2-minute rounds, RAF rules. And here we go in the white, Clay Guida, in the black, Cayden Henschel.
You know,
Excited.
I like that you're introducing the referee. That's a touch of class, Cyrus. I've never heard anybody give the referees a shout out. I appreciate you doing that.
Well, you act surprised, Chael. You act surprised.
Well, you know, we're often critical, and if we're going to be critical, we need to know their names. So good for you. All right, Clay Guida, by the way, who is still under an active contract with Dana White. I might mention, this is not just an old dog. He's a little older than Cayden, but this is a very viable athlete. If Cayden wants to use his youth, by the way, that youth specifically is talking about speed. He's not using his speed right now, and if Clay keeps getting his hands on him, yes, this is where Henschel needs to be. He needs to be in the open. He needs to be changing elevation. He needs to be flinching. He's not right now. Right now, he's getting attacked by the Carpenter.
That's right, the Carpenter, who specifically said, Cayden, you better bring your tool belt because you're going to need it.
Did he say that?
He said that.
That's great.
He said that yesterday.
That's great.
At the press conference. He
Yeah, he wants more action. Our referee Cliff Ramos does.
Front head draw for Clay Guida, nicely done. Let's go snap and take the back, boy.
It was good speed there by Henschel, but he was a little far out. Got to make sure that opponent's within arm's reach.
Got to get points on the board here. Clay Guida looking to come around back.
Oh.
Is he going to get it? Henschel, though, stays up. Great work, great defense.
Cayden Henschel.
If you're ever on your feet and you put your arm out and you can't touch the guy, he's not in arm's reach. He's too far to shoot. Cayden took a shot from too far out. Now he's paying for it. Referee helped him out, brought him back to his feet.
We got 40 seconds left here in round number 1.
Yeah, where'd that round go?
Yeah.
Well, these guys been getting at it for 90 seconds already.
We got 1 point here on the board here for Cayden Henschel. Up 1-0. I love that there's a good balance here on the card. Of course, you have some Olympians, you have some incredible athletes, but you also have a UFC Hall of Famer, and you have an influencer that's up 1-0 on said Hall of Famer. You're going to get everything here at RAF.
Well, this influencer better start changing elevation. He better start getting Clay to react, because right now, Clay is wrestling like the younger man.
He has the most takedowns in UFC history, Clay Guida, and he's looking for that shot. You can tell he's changing levels.
Well, that's 1 round in the books. Of course, one of the trademarks of Clay Guida is that gas tank, right? That's something that we saw over the years. You never could stop him. It's like him and Cain Velasquez, the gas tank for days. And Clay Guida's showing it. Like you said, 1 gear, and he's looked fantastic from beginning. He's still down a point, though, guys.
Let me speak to this point. This is a very deceptive point. So that came off of what's called a shot clock, but that goes both ways. So should that go in Clay's favor later, Clay will also get 1, but he will have this last score, which means they would be tied 1-1, Clay's favor. So this 1 point to Henschel is very misleading at this point in the match.
Yeah, you said shot clock, meaning that at the end of the time running out.
That's exactly right. The ref put him on the clock. He didn't get his point, or he didn't get his takedown, so the ref docked him a point.
Got it.
But it comes back the other way.
And that's our way here at RAF to encourage a lot of action. We want shots. We want action, because that is the part of wrestling that everybody loves. They want the big shots. They want the big throws. And you're going to see a lot of that here at RAF tonight. all tied up once again.
Guys, this is real simple. When Henschel gets out of the tie and is in the open, he either makes Clay react or he doesn't. If he does not begin changing elevation and feinting right now, it is Clay Guida that is wrestling like the younger man. That's four.
Nicely done, setting him up.
4 points on the board. Incredible toss.
That was really nice by Cayden Henschel, looking to turn him.
And there it is. Oh, and Cayden Henschel playing to the crowd, having a little bit of fun here.
That is called a salto. That is an old school Greco-Roman technique. Double overhooks and used it to throw him.
You know, I learned that match one time in my MMA career early, and my coach didn't teach it to me. Somebody else from the gym did, and then when I went to spar that day, I tied up with them double overs like that, and I looked at my coach, and I said, I'm going to hit it. He said, don't hit it. And I hit it, and the guy landed right on top of mount on me, and my coach yelled at him. He said, beat her up, and made me pay for trying to hit that throw.
To learn that lesson. He told you not to do it.
I need to watch Cayden Henschel's YouTube channel so that I can get the proper technique. That was very nicely done by Cayden Henschel.
You got greedy, young lady, and if I was in your spot, I'd have tried it as well.
Well, I'll tell you what, we got 20 seconds left on the clock here in round number 2, and Clay Guida has been in this spot before. We've seen major comebacks in his UFC Hall of Fame career. He's just got to do it again. He's got to tap in to one of those moments tonight here in Chicago.
One thing when Clay was a competitive wrestler that they did not have was the push-out rule. And I feel that Clay can come in here and big body a little bit, maybe look for that push-out, but it not being a technique that he had when he was competing, I feel like maybe he doesn't know quite how to get that body and just drive him out of bounds for one.
You can really tell that he was setting him up for that too. When he came out of that second period, you could tell he looked a little bit deterred and like, oh no, am I gonna get this? But he lulled him to sleep on that throw, and Clay played right into it.
Well, let's take a look at the replay, and you know what we're going to look at. Of course, we're going to look at that incredible throw.
Salto, double overhooks right here. Double overhooks by Henschel. He just waits to feel that body pressure from Clay. As soon as Clay drove in, boom. Henschel brought his body underneath, popped his hips, and 4 points go on the board.
Yeah, that's a big confidence booster for Cayden Henschel as he sits at 5-0. Now, all we have to do is harken back, Juliana, to just 2 matches ago. You know, Bellemere was ahead going into that third and final round, but that's not how it ended. Alexis Gomez got the win. Could we see the same thing here with Clay Guida?
It's possible. I've seen crazier things happen in his career.
You know, I told Clay's sister yesterday that she looked pretty. I met her for the first time. Her husband comes up to me and says, I don't like you talking to me wife that way. I quickly pivoted and go, well, this is my wife and daughter. And it changed the whole mood. But for a moment, Chael was coming off as a bit of a creep.
Nice double leg takedown.
Oh, man.
Oh, beautiful shot by Cayden Henschel. Way to run his feet.
And good call by the official. Clay tried to make that look like a counter. That was definitely.
And there it is.
Henschel's
shut
action.
it down. We got a tech fall. Put it in the books.
Man.
That's right. Another tech fall tonight.
Nicely done by Cayden Henschel. And look at him, such a sportsman. He knows he's fighting a legend. Nicely done by Cayden Henschel.
Man, oh man, you know Clay Guida beating himself up right now. This guy is a lifelong competitor. Let's take a look at the replay and see how it all finished up. Starts with that incredible double leg. And then Juliana, he just put it away.
Yes, he did. Way to change levels. He got his butt down super low, shot right out of a cannon, double-legged him through a brick wall, and then got that back take as well. Nicely done by Cayden Henschel.
All right, let's go to the official decision. Yatsenko.
Wrestling fans, the end comes in the third round with a final score of 11-0. Your winner, Cayden.
Massive win for Cayden Henschel. The crowd goes wild here at the Wintrust Arena. And now Cayden standing by with the bad guy, Chael Sonnen.
All right, Cayden, one of the great leaders in wrestling history, Jim Shear, happens to be in attendance tonight, and he and 6,000 other people just watched you finish the Carpenter. And by the way, a salto, not a technique I thought I'd see from you.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't either. To be honest, I did pretty good in Greco at some tournaments, and I always got my throws, so to be able to show it here at the biggest stage has been great. So it's awesome. Clay's the man. So all respect to him.
Well, I got to give you a compliment as I stand next to you. You're in quite good shape. Your heart is not pounding out of your chest. It looks like this is something you want to do. Is there a future opponent that you have in mind?
You know what? I like a lot of these UFC guys coming out. I know Faber was out there, and I know that that could be in the card. So heck, let's get some more UFC guys on the cards and see what we can do. If not, I'm here for anyone. Let's do it.
All right, and let me ask you just about tonight's main event. Mendes versus Chandler. Who wins that match?
Man, I'm gonna have to go with Mendes on it.
Some like that and some don't, but ladies and gentlemen, we all like Cayden Henschel. Give it up.
So there it is. Big celebration for the viral sensation. Cayden Henschel with a big win. Tech fall over Guida tonight. Look at this jam-packed house, the Wintrust Arena. They're having a blast, and how can you not? I know you're loving it. Right here live on Fox Nation. A lot of Izzy style in the house. Well, folks, we got another big one coming at you. We got the featherweight title. Real Woods on the left taking on the four-time NCAA All-American Jordan Oliver. Woods versus Oliver, title on the line.
Real American Freestyle returns. The league that brought real wrestling back to the spotlight. No scripts, no stunts, just the best in the world going all in. RAF 04, the heavyweight championship is on the line. Wyatt Hendrickson faces Mason Paris, two of the most dominant heavyweights on the planet. RAF 04, December 20th, live from the Fishers Event Center just outside of Indianapolis, or stream it live only on Fox Nation.
And welcome inside once again the Wintrust Arena. The crowd is going wild. But we got a big one next. That's right, folks. It's Real American Freestyle opening night in August. Real Woods entered the scene as a four-time NCAA champion. 3 minutes and 29 seconds of action later, he left his RAF's featherweight title. As you can see the resume, we got a four-time NCAA All-American, two-time NCAA champion in Jordan Oliver. Real Woods, bronze at the World Championship, four-time NCAA All-American at Stanford and Iowa. Real Woods, he is our featherweight champion. He is the man defending that title tonight. Back in the locker room, ready to go to battle once again and to defend that RAF featherweight strap.
Now give it up, give it up! And one more time for Pat Downey, too. He beat out the UFC.
They call it swagger, but they don't even know what they're looking at. See, swagger isn't noise, it's presence. You don't flinch, you don't fold, you dance with the pain. That's swagger. Some call it confidence. Me, it's awareness. Swagger isn't noise, it's the quiet that makes your heartbeat get loud, deafening. Swag. You think wrestling is strength, speed, or nah, it's psychology. It's breaking the part of you that believes you can stop me. Some call it confidence. Nah, this is domination. This guy is dead as calm. When I step on that mat, your plan ends and mine begins. The name's Real. Real Woods.
Oh, baby, are you ready? Featherweight title is on the line. Real Woods, Jordan Oliver. They say it's the people's main event. Let's go to Jazz Securo here for our announcements.
Ladies and gentlemen, wrestling fans, our next match is for the Real American Freestyle Featherweight World Championship. Are you ready? Please welcome your challenger, Jordan Oliver.
It's going down, ladies and gentlemen. This is the match. This is the match I could not sleep last night for. This is the match that great Errol Hawani coined, the
the people's main event. And guys, it's the implications. It is the possible implications. There is a possible Olympic run for Jordan Oliver with a victory. There is a possible retirement for Jordan Oliver with a defeat.
That's a lot on the line. Jordan Oliver has all the credentials to get it done, but can he beat the champion tonight? That is the true question. Oliver is ready for his moment.
And your real American Freestyle featherweight world champion, Real Woods.
Hey, well, Joe, you talk about credentials, and he's got a lot as well. Real Woods is something special, very confident. Let me go to you, Juliana. I love his confidence, and he is very serious about defending that title tonight here in Chicago.
It's funny how the tables have turned. Real Woods told me he looked up to J.O. as a kid, and now he's having to compete against somebody that he used his style on and then put into his own arsenal. It's like they say don't ever meet your heroes. They say don't ever meet your heroes. And actually, I can tell you that Chael Sonnen has literally asked everybody, above all of the card, who do you think is going to win this? Who do you think is going to win this? This is his most exciting matchup of the night. Wouldn't you say, Chael?
Oh, absolutely. It is going down right now. By the way, John Smith, and I'm going to name drop, but he told me the person that might win a tournament is not the same person that might win a duel.
All right, let's go up to Jazz for our official introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we go for the Real American Freestyle Featherweight World Championship. Introducing first on my night, he is the challenger. Official weight, 144 pounds. He is a two-time NCAA national champion, a four-time All-American, wrestling out of Easton, Pennsylvania. Introducing the dude, Jordan Oliver. And now, his opponent across the mat, out of the blue corner, his official weight, 145 pounds. Four-time All-American. He is the reigning, defending, undisputed, Real American Freestyle Featherweight World Champion, wrestling out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, presenting the real deal, Woods. Your third man on the mat is Jason Sally.
Jason Sally will officiate 3 2-minute rounds of RAF action. And here we go in the black, the champion, Real Woods, the challenger, Jordan Oliver. And this is a dream matchup for a lot of folks that love this game, freestyle wrestling, Chael, and I know you're one of them.
Whenever you're talking about the old versus the new, the youth versus the veteran, you're talking about speed. You're just talking about which one of them slowed down. J.O. made scratch weight. They both made scratch weight. The level of work that you have to put in to be able to get to scratch, I just want to bring to your attention, I do not buy into this old versus new. I think these are both current, just a match we weren't expecting to really
here we go.
And Chael, just for maybe the viewers that are watching for the first time at home, what does that mean, scratch weight?
Scratch weight, so this is 145.
Here we go.
Okay, Real's going to get one there for the push down. That's good defense, though, by Jordan Oliver. He should have given up 2 and even a potential 4 there if it was a feet to back. That was smart defense by Oliver. Scratch weight in this case is 145.5 pounds. But a lot of guys will get plus 2 kilograms. These guys, because it's a championship match, did not get the kilo advantage, the 2 kilo advantage. Not to mention it was over a holiday. These guys had to cut weight when they'd rather have been eating turkey.
That's right. Geez. Blood already coming from Real Woods right there. We're going to do a blood time.
Yeah, we're going to do a little bit of a blood time out here.
And I asked J.O., I said, is there any pressure? You're coming into Real American Freestyle for the first time. You've never competed here before. What's that like, knowing that you're going to be fighting your very first match for a title? And he said, listen, the pressure is not on me at all. It's on Real Woods.
Here, come on.
I don't want to get too personal, but do you think that Jordan has a tattoo? Like, what do you think his thoughts are on tattoos? You think he's for him or against him?
I feel like he's pro-tattoo.
I think he's got a couple of spots to fill in there.
That right there was that actually was a very good display of speed. Right there, Real Woods came in lightning fast, and Oliver got right out of the way.
And Real Woods, so dedicated to the craft, moved up from New Mexico to come and train with Izzy Martinez and live here in Chicago. He says, I feel like I'm from Chicago. It's his adopted hometown, and he's here representing Chicago tonight.
20, hands and feet moving. You know, the crazy thing, like Izzy being involved, you know, has a lot of his wrestlers here, but none of them get easy matchups. Like, they are all incredibly tough matchups here at RAF. There are no gimmies in this company.
Not when it's a title match. No, I've noticed that too. There's no real teacher pet. Like, being Izzy's friend doesn't necessarily weigh in your advantage. All right, we got 1-0 here. That is not a shot clock point. That was a legitimate score, a push out by Real Woods. Look, it was the only time a leg was even touched in the round. Real Woods got in one time. He was able to convert to points.
Well, I like the way you put that it was actually a smart move by Oliver to take the push-out point, because that could have been a lot more points if you went foot to back. He doesn't. It's 1 point, and that's easily surmountable here at RAF because the action happens very quick and the points happen very quick. That is the thing about freestyle wrestling compared to other sides of wrestling, is that it can happen quickly. 5, 6, 7 points can be on the board. Don't blink.
And one thing I have to say about Real Deal Woods is that he's just got the swagger about him. The way that he walks, the way he carries himself, he's big-chested. I mean, he's not a gigantic, huge dude, but he walks like he's 6 foot, six. You know, he's just got this swagger about him, carries himself with a big bravado.
When the young champion swagger, don't you,
right,
Juliana?
Absolutely.
and when
Real
the younger,
recognize Real.
That's right. When the younger athlete steps onto that stage, when they step onto the open level, all of a sudden there's no age group protection. You got to take on anybody. They got to have that. They got to step forward and let the men know, no, I'm one of you now.
So here we are, still sitting at 1-0 here. Oliver and Woods.
Oliver's going to have to fire something at some point in this match. He's just not quite seen. He's just not quite comfortable yet in this stance because he hasn't gotten anything off. He's being defensive. I know he's got this score close, but if he wants to win this, he's going to have to attack.
Oliver likes to take on big challenges, which is why he took such a hard matchup right out the gate. He had made the Olympic team, but they couldn't qualify him because his weight couldn't qualify. So that was really unfortunate to see his dream of being in the Olympics pass him by.
Definitely a chip on his shoulder, no doubt about it. J.O., as you can see, gosh, just incredible reflexes from both wrestlers. They're playing a little defensive here at some point. We're going to have to see a little bit more aggression, as you can see now. 2-0 here for Woods. I believe that's a shot clock point. They wanted to see more action, than they didn't get it, Jill.
Yeah, I'm very interested in this. Jordan is looking for something. I haven't quite figured out what it is. Jordan is looking for something, though, and he's being very disciplined here. This is not a conditioning issue. He's not attacking because he's tired. His shape's good. He got down to scratch weight. He trained plenty hard for this. But he's just not quite seeing which leg he wants to go after. He's getting close. Now he's starting to add some feints. He's got to convert that to a penetration.
Chicago wants more. They're getting a little restless inside the Wintrust here.
They got 5 seconds to get it done until the next period.
5 seconds until the next seconds. All right, and they don't get it done.
So there we are, sitting at 2-0 after 2 rounds, but we know that can change very quickly here at RAF. Sean Ayers in the house. Here's our VIP winner. He brought the fam out here. That's right, you can get the VIP experience, and we want you to. Make sure you check us out at realamericanfreestyle.com/indie-VIP. That's right. QR code as well. We want you to be there at Indianapolis. Scan it right now, and you can win VIP tickets to RAF4 on the 20th of December in Indy. Diving in for the takedown early is Real Woods. Third and final round, under 2 minutes to go. And it's always a sprint to the finish here at RAF.
Sprint to the finish, 6 minutes.
Quick hands!
2-minute periods. J.O. has got to sprint here. He's got to get some points on the board.
That's it, quick hands, let's get him, let's get him. Okay, so now on the clock is Real Woods. This is an opportunity for Jordan Oliver to get a point on the board, but Real Woods, I feel like he's gonna take this seriously. Is he gonna go for it?
If you notice Real Woods' feet, they never stay planted. They're always moving. Jordan is looking for something. He's been looking for it for 4 minutes, but one of the problems he's having a hard time seeing it is because Real isn't standing still. Real is doing a great job with what we just call foot movement.
Good time to score! Stay on him! As the time elapsed here, did the shot clock get out of the mix here. Nope, there it is. The point is on the board here for J.O. So he's able to get a shot clock point. This puts it at 2-1. Dangerously close there to the perimeter. Real Woods has already got a push-out point. Is he going to get another one?
Let's get one.
We're going to listen in here to the corners. We're under a minute.
You got 45.
On at the time, they want more action. Jail, they want more action. Jordan Oliver, seeing it slip away, 30 seconds. He has to put something together.
Yeah, he's doing some stuff well. I mean, he's holding his stance. He's not backing up. He's standing his ground. What he's not doing is penetrating. He's got to change elevation and move forward. Good shot there by Real Woods.
Well, here we go. Title on the line. Big opportunity. But no, Jordan Oliver doesn't get turned.
We can see a chest wrap here by Oliver. Oliver's got a chest wrap. If he scores this, it's going to be a problem. He can win the match here. He's got to go. He's got to go right now. Right now, he can push him out of bounds. He can push him out of bounds.
Is he going to get him out? And he does.
They called it 1.
2 points.
No, one. But he's going to take the
last one to score.
Was that a parterre?
No.
Because he was grounded. His knees were on the ground.
One
point on the board.
Well, hold on. There's a dispute with the referees.
All right, now we got to get this official.
Is there a block call? Is there going to be a block call?
Now let's get a little clarification. We got to know here.
Well, Juliana makes an excellent point. They must protest it. They can't just look at it without a protest. And she's right. Are they going to throw the block or not?
Are we protesting? I don't think we are.
Time ran out. It's over.
This is it. We have the new champion.
Oliver is the new champion.
No.
Yes, he is. Jordan Oliver is the new.
There's the replay right there. It's the last point scored. The advantage goes to J.O. And Jordan Oliver is the new featherweight champion here at the Wintrust Arena.
I want to go back
Rhea
to Juliana's
Woods says
point.
no.
Well, excuse me, there's an argument, but there's not been a brick thrown, and Juliana is correct. There cannot be a debate without a brick thrown. What are these three talking about? This is the referee's call.
All right, the official word that we are getting is that we have a new champion here at RAF 3. It's Jordan Oliver. Here's the last point scored.
Oh, my God.
We're going to the official decision. Yatsenko, take us home.
Raise hell, chill. Go get him.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a final score of 2-2 based on criteria. And new Real American Freestyle Featherweight World Champion, the new Jordan Oliver.
And there he is, Nick Hogan, putting the belt around Jordan Oliver. What a moment here at the Wintrust. A mixed reaction. Of course, the son of the late, great Hulk Hogan, one of our founders here at Real American Freestyle. And the celebration is on here for J.O. as he drinks in those cheers. Our new featherweight champion is standing by with the one and only bad guy, Chael Sonnen.
All right, Jordan Oliver, there was some confusion at the end of that match, but there was not controversy. That was a push out, tied the score 2-2. You're the final score. You are the new champion.
First and foremost, thank you, Real. Thank you, RAF. Thank you, Chicago. Terrible match, to be honest. You know, wearing the belt, I don't feel I deserve this. 2-2 match is, it's a boring match for myself. It's a boring match for the fans. But ultimately, it's a chess match out there, and I feel like, you know, knowledge won me that match of knowing the time, knowing the score, and just having the grit to go get it.
Jordan, you're being a little hard on yourself. This is a celebration. You've been out of competition for a moment. How did your feet feel? Did you feel a speed disadvantage against Real Woods?
Not speed disadvantage, just I haven't competed or trained. You know, I go down to Virginia Tech and train. Shout out to Virginia Tech. But I just been training high school kids, wrestling with high school kids. I did 4 days of wrestling training. Came back, you know, won a fair match against the world bronze medalist, and Real, who's great ambassador for the sport, freaking great competitor, dude strong. So I still feel I have it. You know, when I left and went to MMA, you know, I still had the itch to wrestle. So knowing I'm right there, that's the world's bronze medalist, you know, I can go and win a world title.
The Olympic Games are on American soil in 2028. Does this victory tonight change whether Jordan Oliver is going to pursue his Olympic dream?
It definitely makes me ponder it even more, right? My goal since I was 4 years old is to be an Olympic champion. You know, and just training, you know, for the 4 weeks I was, and coming out here and beating the world bronze medalist, who's really tough, was right there in the world to put himself in position to win it. I feel like I can go win the Olympic gold medal. I think I'm good enough. In 2028, somebody got to protect this soil.
The Olympic Games is a possibility. The Real American Freestyle Championship is a reality. Please give it up for your new champion, Jordan Oliver.
What a moment live on Fox Nation, live from the Wintrust Arena. Jordan Oliver is back in the spotlight once again, and it sounds like he's going to be going for Olympic gold. This wild crowd braving the snow to be here. You gotta love it. RAF 3. And folks, we got another banger on the way. It's the lightweight eliminator matchup. It's Austin versus Austin. Austin Gomez on your left side, taking on Austin O'Connor on the right side. They have been wrestling since they were 6 years old, and now they are doing it with the biggest stakes ever here at RAF 3. As many are aware, Ben Askren, a member of the Real American Freestyle family and one of the most accomplished wrestlers of his era, has spent most of the past year in a battle for his life. As he continues to recover from a double lung transplant, Askren's resume says it all. Two-time Dan Hodge Trophy winner, two-time NCAA champion, U.S. Olympian, MMA world champion, and now survivor. Earlier this week, Chael Sonnen sat down with Askren to unpack it all.
You have been part of wrestling your entire life. Yes. And in your adult life, you've largely been part of the leadership of wrestling. Real American Freestyle. This is largely a dream. Many people have talked about making wrestling into a sport. How do you feel about this?
You know, the first time they called me, I'm like, well, I'll just let you know, I'm pretty skeptical about this. Like, I want to see it happen. And as they started talking, I thought, wow, these guys really have it together. Like, they have a good plan. They kind of know what they're doing. And then I made a few suggestions of things I had seen before, and they were kind of open to the suggestions. I'm like, okay, I'm all the way on board because I think you guys have a real chance of making it happen, and I love it, and I want to be a part of it.
Why is Real American Freestyle working?
The wrestling ecosystem has grown a little bit. People want to see this work. People were excited to see it happen, and then when it happened, it exceeded their expectations, and they got people really excited.
Most people that get into wrestling have a father that wrestled, or they have an older brother that wrestled. And if a parent wants to get a kid into wrestling, exposing him becomes the #1 challenge. I mean, Real American Freestyle is really the first opportunity to inspire the youth. What do you think of that as a kids club coach?
What does my son watch all the time? Well, he watches baseball and football because that's what's on the TV. And then who does he like? He likes the baseball and the football players. And that's kind of who he looks up to. And you know, now that we have this on TV, that is something that young boys can aspire to be when they grow up.
I think when I look at wrestling, it's something that I find necessary. When I'm a wrestling coach, I do not tell the kids that I coach the same thing as most other coaches, which is this is fun and we enjoy it. I say this is not fun, this is necessary. Wrestling is hard, it's difficult. And if you're a young athlete, for boys and girls, it can be very important to find something that causes a struggle. And one of the few sports that does that is wrestling. And RAF really could inspire a whole generation.
We don't have a viable professional league. We need one. We need something that kids can aspire to. And not only little kids, but college guys. I think this is one of the last missing puzzle pieces to building this ecosystem.
Ben, I'm glad you're here. I enjoyed this interview, but I enjoyed you even more. Thank you for being part of Real American Freestyle. I'll see you at the matches.
Thanks, Chael.
Man, if you're not inspired by that story, how can you? I mean, are you breathing? I mean, incredible journey. Ben Askren, and yes, Ben Askren is in the house. You gotta love it. What an absolute warrior. His story so incredibly inspiring. We're gonna hear more from Ben here tonight at RAF 3 and here at the Wintrust Arena. All right, fans. It's that time. Put that fight IQ to the test. You can make picks now on RAF matchups thanks to our official gaming partner, NXT Bets. It's live now on Underdog Fantasy. Head to nxtbets.com/play-RAF or scan that QR code right there on the screen to sign up and lock in your picks. Must be 18+ where legal, and always play responsibly. Oh, baby, this is another banger, yes! A battle of the Austins. Lightweight eliminator matchup. It is Austin Gomez, it's Austin O'Connor. These guys have been wrestling since they were 6 years old. As you can see, the resume is serious. Gold of the Pan Am, 2-time NCAA All-American, 5-time NCAA All-American for O'Connor, 2-time NCAA champion at UNC. Now, Austin Gomez has been in action here at RAF. We saw him at RAF 1 against the great Lance Palmer, a part of our RAF team. And we did not expect this. Gomez came out a house on fire. Chael, you were there as he was able to get a tech fall over the great Lance Palmer.
He out-freestyled him. Gomez has just been training this style nonstop. He's got world, he's got Olympic aspirations. He's representing the country of Mexico at the world and Olympic level. I share that with you because if they get to parterre, Gomez does have an advantage.
All right, let's go to Jazz for our introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next match is in the Real American Freestyle Lightweight Division. Please welcome two-time All-American, 2024 Olympian. From Ann Arbor, Michigan, please welcome Austin Gomez.
And here comes 1-0 RAF wrestler, Austin Gomez.
And 1-0 on the card tonight as well, if we're looking at the family. It was Austin's sister that defeated Bellamere, and she said, I'm going to beat her because my brother's on the card. They draw inspiration from one another. I thought it was just something nice that you say, but apparently it's a real thing in this family.
It was so cute for her to be able to say that she wasn't going to lose in front of her brother. Austin Gomez, the hometown hero, making his second appearance for Real American Freestyle.
Yeah, a lot of competition in that house tonight. Austin Gomez with a huge opportunity to get a shot at our lightweight champ.
And here is his opponent, two-time NCAA champion, four-time All-American, wrestling out of Champaign, Illinois, presenting Austin
Austin O'Connor, what a talent, a guy that has really etched his name in stone. 5-time All-American Chael. And there's a little bit of heat, a little rivalry here. Since they were 6, they've been going back and forth. And here they are on the biggest stage.
The last time I saw Austin O'Connor, he just won an NCAA championship. He broke through Secret Service to get to the president.
Yes.
Secret Service was looking at one another like, hey, you grab him, I'm not touching this guy.
Jason Sally, your referee. 3 2-minute rounds. They've done this a few times before. They know each other very well, and we are underway. The winner gets a shot at Yanni Diakomahalis at a future event, so you know he's watching closely.
Austin O'Connor from Lockport, Illinois, also from the Illinois state, so both of men representing the state of Illinois. But Austin Gomez was representing Team Mexico for the 2024 Olympic team. This match, I believe, will determine who is actually really the true Austin.
Oh, yeah. You have to give up the name if you lose? What happens there?
Our name battle is pretty big stakes, Jules.
I mean, I guess they'll both still be Austin, but the Austin of Illinois.
No doubt about it. And here we go. Already out of the gate, knowing each other so incredibly well. At one point, O'Connor was on Austin Gomez's wrestling team. His father coached it. And they actually kicked him off of the team. So there's still some bad blood there.
That's it. Good
well, let's talk a little college credentials. Gomez is an NCAA finalist for Michigan. Gomez is, O'Connor is an NCAA champion for North Carolina. So it's 1 and 2. You don't get any harder than this.
You don't think he holds that over his head a few times, does he? I mean, come on.
Well, it's really a chance to correct things if you're Gomez. You know, when you have one of these dreams but you run out of eligibility, if you can take from somebody that got it, in many ways, at least morally, you do sleep a little better at night.
And I know that that college credential that you're talking about, he had to take some time off because he was getting concussed over and over and having all these concussions. But the time off, he said, he got himself back healthy. He did all of these regimens that you have to do in order to make yourself feel confident to be able to get back on and put your wrestling shoes back on. He laced them up, and now he's better than ever.
And O'Connor feels like that Gomez is going to come in and take a lot of risky shots, and he wants to let him make the mistakes. That was his game plan coming into this matchup. 10 seconds left, but it's Gomez that has the points on the board. He's going to get that via shot clock. 1-0, Austin Gomez.
But that's there we go. That's that deceptive. That's one right there for O'Connor.
And we're all tied up. Austin versus Austin.
I am comfortable in telling you guys that Gomez, just from my point as a fan, is a better freestyler. But guys, that only comes into play if you get into the parterre position. That is the only position we're talking about freestyle experience matters. We never saw parterre or anything close in that round, just for example.
Yeah, we saw that 1 point go to Gomez there for the shot clock, but this is where O'Connor knew what time it was, knew how much time he had left, and he got the push out. Knotting it up here at 1-1 going into round number 2. RAF live on Fox Nation. Brought to you, of course, by Real American Beer.
Nice ankle pick up by Gomez, trying to change to a double.
Not wasting any time, and we got points on the board. Austin Gomez gets 2 points.
This is that parterre position I talked about. There's 2.
Gut wrench, nicely done by Gomez. He's quick.
That's where you see the difference in freestyle experience.
That's what you wanted to see, right, Chill? And that's what we got. You got the parterre position, you got the gut wrench, and you got 2 more points on the board. And now 5-1. That could change in an instant. We've seen a lot of tech falls tonight. You put them together, go up 10 points, you're going to come out the winner.
I've seen Austin O'Connor down by more than this.
Yeah.
Believe me, this is a competitor, and he's not going anywhere.
Nope, he's a tenacious wrestler. He will bite, scratch, he will do whatever he can. He's an animal, and he wants to maul you.
I was going to tell people that because he looks like a nice guy. This guy's a stone-cold badass. This guy will do. I've seen him bleeding. I've seen him cause blood, and he doesn't offer an apology for either of it.
No, he doesn't. And actually, same thing. I'm like, man, where have I seen this guy before? But I think it's because he's been on this wrestling regional circuit and all over the world. He's an absolute animal.
He used to have this terrible hairdo.
Is that what it was?
Yes, he used to.
O'Connor.
Yeah, he used to do the cornrows. No, he looked ridiculous. He looks very handsome like this. What are you putting your hair in cornrows for? Come on.
Yes, yes.
But then again, who's going to stop him?
Right? He's tenacious.
Well, at this point, he is still down 4 points. He needs to make a move. Of course, he's got 1 more period to work with as well. Remember, the winner gets Yanni Dehakmales. I don't know how much of a prize that is.
No.
We know how good Yanni is. He's watching closely.
Hands and feet are moving. Hands and feet are moving.
Michigan head coach of the wrestling team over there.
Another point on the board.
Sean Burnett was yelling to his athlete, hands and feet, get them moving, keep them moving. Meaning don't slow down, don't sit on this lead.
Head drop for O'Connor.
All right, guys, I missed something. Where did this extra point come for Gomez? What did I miss there?
We're going to get a little clarification on that.
Transfer.
As we sit right now on the board, down 6th is O'Connor. And now 10 seconds left. Are we going to get one final push here for O'Connor, or can Gomez put another few points on the board? And this is where we will leave it. He's going to leave it to the final round, and we've seen that final round be the difference maker all night long, so don't sleep on it. We go into round number 3. Juliana, I love this Austin versus Austin battle. You know they know each other so well, and you can tell by the way they're wrestling.
Yeah, you can. There's definitely a lot of angst built up in O'Connor. You know that he has to go for broke here. He's got 2 minutes to put a pace, to put a sprint. This is for all the marbles right now, and if he doesn't, then he's got to take off his name tag and leave it at the mat and never be called Austin again. He can only be called O'Connor.
What stakes? I love it. I love where your head's at.
I mean, it's a matter of life and death. No,
Wow.
it's not really. I'm kidding, but, you know, I know that that's how they feel on the inside.
Oh, no doubt about it. Here we go. 2 minutes left.
O'Connor, to recap, has scored with a push-out, but he's also tried to score with other push-outs. I think that now he's got to get to the legs. We need more than just 1 point at a time. He's going to need something big.
He hit that throw by and poked Austin O'Connor in the eyes.
Oh, there it is again. The hand fighting here by Austin Gomez, and now things getting a little nastier, getting a little chippier here between the two, as we expected.
O'Connor's moving, guys. O'Connor's starting to move his feet. I'm telling you, O'Connor is not giving this matchup yet.
Nice shot, a little too far away.
But is he telegraphing it? Because it seems like Gomez is taking advantage. Oh, and there Gomez nearly got himself in trouble.
Take it, snap. Take it, snap.
We're listening into the corner.
Come on. Let's put him under you. Put him under you. Wrestle, just wrestle.
Yeah, but they just want more action, Chael.
Wants his athlete to keep wrestling. I see it as well. I see what Coach Bourmet sees. I see that Austin is starting to shut down a little bit. He's starting to control the mat and think about running out the clock.
Austin Gomez.
That's right. That's right. Well, for now. For now.
Nice tie up there. Look at that
clarify.
shot. I mean, just giving everything. A blast shot, going for a double leg. Anything he can get. Now the desperation is sitting in. Chael, he's got to go for broke. 30 seconds left.
That coach in the corner, by the way, is Sean Burnett, head coach out in Ann Arbor of the University of Michigan, 2-time Coach of the Year, voted by his peers. Oh, he's going to get a push out himself here, Gomez.
Yes, he is.
I keep seeing him going for, it looks like a guillotine maybe, but a chin whip. He's trying to get that head posture down, Austin O'Connor is, and it's not working for him.
Once again, do not count him out yet. Final seconds here, and there it is.
Nicely done.
Opportunity. He's got to do something with it. Can he change? Nope. And there it is. We're going to get.
They ruled that a slip, not a takedown.
Oh,
just so you
we're
understand
not going to get the point.
That's why parterre did not happen. They ruled that a slip.
If he was going against anybody else, ooh.
And there it is.
That might have worked.
But Jules, he went for it right there.
Yeah, he did.
He went for it. He needed to go for something. That's the competitor in the former Austin O'Connor, athlete now.
I don't know what his name's going to be now.
Just O'Connor.
Oh, I hope that they
we
can
got
still
a
be
winner.
buds.
And now we have our next lightweight championship bout. Yanni Diakamahales will face Austin Gomez. As you can see, a little attitude. These two have been going back and forth for years and years, and it came down to this. Let's go to Jazz Secura. He has our official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 periods and a final score of 9-1, for your winner, Austin Gomez!
So Juliana, the Gomezes come out on top tonight, 2-0 for Alexis and Austin. Impressive stuff here. I'm going to come right back to you. Let's go to Chael Sonnen standing by with our winner.
Your wonderful sister promised a great performance by you and her tonight because you guys were on the same card. How did it feel, stud?
Chicago! Man, how about them Gomezes? How about Alexis Gomez? Hey, she's one tough SOB, man. You know, a couple weeks ago, she got attacked by that girl. You know, and those North Central fans up there talked a lot of shit during the match, but they had nothing to say afterwards.
All right, that feud that you just settled started when you guys were 6 years old. Can you and O'Connor put this behind you now?
Yeah, man, I've always respected the heck out of Austin. You know, I've considered him a good friend, man. You know, we've had our differences in the past between families, club stuff didn't work out. It happens. You know, when he won both those national finals, I tried to find him right away. You know, just that kid has had a super awesome career in what he's done in the state of Illinois. You know, he's probably one of the best to ever do it in Illinois, but there's only one Austin in Illinois, and that's Austin Gomez right here, baby.
All right, the feud is settled, but moreover, that was a #1 contenders match, which means Yanni D is next for you.
Yeah, you know, when I first got asked to be on this card, Izzy told me Yanni, and then he's like, I don't really know if he wants to wrestle you, and it turned out he didn't, but hey, Yanni, you know how you say you gotta have some nuts? Well, it's time to nut up. Let's go.
All right, young lady, thank you for joining us. By the way, I've got to ask you, your brother looked pretty good tonight. He said that he wrestled well because you were on the card. Are you proud of him?
Of course. Gomez's are strong, man. We're tough. We're tough SOBs.
For both Gomez's, please give it up. Your winner, the official Austin Gomez.
That's got to be a love letter to their father, Hector Gomez, who runs an incredible wrestling academy out of the Illinois state. I know he's so proud papa there to get both of his son and daughter wrestling, not only on the same promotion, but also winning on the same night at a platform like this, Real American Freestyle. That is a love letter to their dad. A love letter to the state of Illinois.
No doubt about it. A beautiful thing. What a moment there with brother and sister, both victorious here at RAF 3. Live here on Fox Nation. And take a look at this crowd. Jam-packed, staying warm out of the storm and having a little bit of a party out here. Let's see. Oh, it sounds like something's going on backstage.
Who wants a t-shirt, ladies and gentlemen?
That's Giorgio Poulos from TikTok, the $1,000 challenge. And that's Muggsy. Of course, Muggsy's one of the family here. He's been hyping things up. He's a content creator as well. Are we going to see something between these two? I don't know what they're saying.
I think we're going to see something right now.
Okay, Chael.
Well, gentlemen, we usually do this on Resolite. They only got kids in there. I don't know if them boys are going to break this up.
Well, here we go. It's turning up.
$1,000 challenge apparently means anywhere.
That looks real, y'all.
Wow.
They better get somebody back there.
Somebody get security back there.
What just happened?
Giorgio Poulos and Muggsy. Maybe we see them on the RAF mats. Man, anything can happen here at RAF. No doubt about it. But coming up next, Spencer Lee and Andrei Yatsenko. Yatsenko out of the Ukraine. Got gold at 2019 European Championship, bronze at the World Championships. But Spencer Lee, silver medalist at the Paris Games, and a three-time NCAA champion at Iowa. What a matchup. Big opportunity for Spencer Lee to turn it up here at RAF 3. Let's go to Jazz Securo to welcome our wrestlers.
Ladies and gentlemen, we move to the Real American Freestyle Bantamweight Division. Please welcome two-time world champion, multiple-time Ukraine national champion, representing the Ukraine, introducing Andrei Yatsenko.
Andrei Yatsenko hasn't had a whole lot to say, but you talk about a proud guy out of the Ukraine. Tremendous wrestler, and he knows he's up against it, Chael. He knows he has to do something special to get a win against Spencer Lee.
Well, let me throw a quick dynamic at you, which is Andrei's coach and main training partners, Roman Bravo Young. Roman Bravo Young is a nemesis and a rival of Spencer Lee. That's the dynamic, and Roman is in the corner taking notes on Spencer right now.
And here is his opponent, three-time NCAA national champion, Olympic silver medalist from Murraysville, Pennsylvania, Spencer Lee!
Wow, what a talent. Spencer Lee, the credentials say it all. He's legit, Giuliani, this match favors Lee, but he knows that he cannot overlook Yatsenko.
Lee hasn't had a win since 2021, so I know how hungry he is. And then also, I know that he was watching DeSanto last event, and I knew that he was just salivating at the mouth to get an opportunity to come and perform for Real American Freestyle. So I'm really looking forward to this match.
And Curtis Loon will be your referee. 3 2-minute rounds here at RAF 3. Live on Fox Nation. Lee in the black. In the white, Andrei Yatsenko from the Ukraine.
Boy, Lee doesn't waste time. I'm sorry to cut you off, Cyrus, but Spencer doesn't waste 4. That is 4 points and a possible 2.
Right on his head, too. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, wow. And just like that.
Nice leg lace coming in for Spencer Lee. Going for it. He's known for his leg laces.
No, he wants to end this thing quickly. The leg lace is on. 2 more points here for Spencer Lee.
Creative defense there. Creative defense here by the young man on bottom.
Wrestling on the edge, Spencer Lee still looking for that turn. Still looking for that leg lace.
You don't get paid by the hour here at RAF here. He's trying to get out early.
If I can run some math for you guys, we had a 4-point takedown by Lee, a 2-point exposure by his opponent. Lee came out on top. That got him another 1, then 2 for the gut wrench. 7-2 is the correct score.
I think he wants to get out of here in 1 round. I think that is the goal. So I expect him to stay aggressive here on Andre Yatsenko. Yatsenko able to pull off 2 himself.
I sent a text to Coach Brands moments ago. I said, what does Spencer need to do tonight? He wrote me back 1 word, all capitals, wrestle.
Wow.
That's right.
Why am I not surprised that's what you got from Coach Brands?
What else was I? Well, I was either going to get ignored or I was going to get that, right? That's how he sees it.
Yatsenko.
The world is very black and white when you wear Brands.
Yatsenko, the Ukrainian, the European technician coming out of Oklahoma Stillwater, doing his work down there, which where we will be next month.
Yes,
Oklahoma.
Yeah, we're going to be going to Oklahoma very, very soon. That's right. And to clarify, that got switched up. That we're actually going to be in Indianapolis next month, but we are going back to Oklahoma very, very soon. That is being lined up, of course, such a hotbed. But yes, we're going to Indy next. That's going to be December 20th. Right outside of Indianapolis at Fishers.
Okay, well, still.
Well, I just want to make sure you don't go show up in Oklahoma.
Yatsenko's been putting in some time over there at Oklahoma with Stillwaters.
No doubt about it. 5-point deficit here for Andre Yatsenko. Spencer Lee is in control, Chael. Looked very, very good. I thought he might put his foot on the accelerator and just put this match away in round 1. He's taking his time.
I went out to Iowa City. I got invited to watch Spencer and the Hawkeyes train. 6 a.m. workout. It's freezing cold. There was snow outside. I have a cup of coffee. Well, I didn't know you're not allowed to have coffee in the Iowa room until Tom Brands comes up behind me, says, take your last drink and put that right there, and he points to the garbage can. I didn't take that drink. I just put it in the garbage can.
Didn't even take the drink.
No respect.
There's rules in Iowa.
Yes, there certainly is. He runs a tight ship there at the University of Iowa. Here we are, round number 2, this bantamweight matchup. And Spencer Lee is moving.
Hey, Andre's coming after him too. He's forcing Spencer to wrestle. Spencer's just really good at wrestling. And when Spencer gets his body moving, when Spencer gets in motion, it's a very rare thing when someone slows him down. I don't think that's going to score. I don't think that's going to score. 2.
Oh, nice hips.
That's 2.
That's beautiful.
Andre Yatsenko.
Looking for the switch there, Spencer Lee.
Well, the problem is that Andre's on top here. Andre's going to have an opportunity for a crotch lift, and he can score big points if he can spring up to his feet.
What an upset this would be if Yatsenko can complete this.
Most people don't realize that move was just all based on him posting on his forehead and his neck. That was incredible by Yatsenko.
You look at the credentials, you look at the resume, and you just think this is Spencer Lee's match to lose, right? I mean, you just feel like he can be in the driver's seat, but Andre Yatsenko has been so humble all the way through. We spoke to him prior to the matchup, and he's just a very humble guy. He knows what Spencer Lee is all about. He's like, yeah, I'm just going to use my game plan. I got something for him. That's pretty much all he said at the press conference. He's like, I got something special for him.
I mean, the European wrestlers, they're men of very few words. They let their skills do the talking.
They definitely do.
Right, and I told you a moment ago, when Spencer gets moving, he scores points and he's hard to deal with. He's not moving right now.
Does he look at, do you think he's gassed?
Well, I don't know that he's gassed. I think that he got a little bit spooked there and is just starting to think about the time. He's starting to think a little bit of, hey, let's see if this guy wants to come to me.
Man, I wonder, like, in that very first period, if it was, like, the head post after he hit such a gnarly move, because I just saw all neck, all head.
And watch out for that shot clock here, waiting for Curtis Loon to maybe signal for it. The passivity here between the two. He might put somebody on the clock, which will put another point at stake.
Maybe he's playing possum a little bit and looking to score in this last third period.
So there it is. That one's not going to get on the board. As you can see, we're going to go into the third and final round. Go ahead and finish that thought.
Well, I want to go back to the corner of Andre here. Roman Bravo Young is in that corner. Roman Bravo Young is literally taking notes for himself. Pan American Games, World Championships, Olympic Games, RFA in the future. I'm just sharing with you, I don't know how much Spencer Lee wants to show. I don't know how much much he wants to go out there and show some of his best stuff. That could be a thought in this young man's mind.
And RBY had an opportunity to put his money where his mouth is, but then he fell out due to injury, unfortunately. We're wishing him a speedy recovery, but he is going to get an opportunity to make that matchup against RBY and Spencer Lee, pending, you know, he heals up.
There it is. There's the shot there by Lee.
That's another two. I think he scored two there.
He sure did. He did get 2 points on the board.
Nice.
Great work here by Lee. Let's see if he can do something else with it. Staying busy. And they will get stood up.
Derek Fix has scouted Spencer Lee for many years. That's the father and coach of Dayton Fix. And he told me the one thing with Lee is he's got a world-class leg lace. No matter how much we study it, no matter how much we watch it, stopping it is a whole nother issue.
You can see it. You can see that's his bread and butter move. He's very good at it.
We're in the third and final round here, just over a minute left. We saw some incredible stuff here from Andrei Yatsenko in round number 2, so watch out. Things can change very quickly here in RAF, and often they do.
Yes, these guys are quick. Lee was trying to juke Yatsenko out of his shorts there on that shot.
Keep moving. Keep
Going
moving.
back to the hand fight.
1 minute. 1 minute.
We are at the 1 minute spot here. They've done enough activity not to draw the shot clock. This crowd is they get a little tempestuous here. They get a little crazy if they don't get enough action here in Chicago.
Andre, even behind, is moving well. He's standing his ground well. His feet move well. He's not attacking enough. He's got to get to those legs. And Spencer Lee, I think he plans a little bit more of a counter offense here. I don't love the idea of winning matches defensively. It works sometimes, but as a strategy, I don't love it.
Outside trip, nicely done. Nice outside trip by Andrei Yatsenko. Whew, that's another one of my favorites. That might be a pin, guys.
Got a fall.
That's going to be a pin.
No, he's not.
How? They called Darren Caldwell faster than that.
They're going to have to call that now.
Oh, come on.
Curtis Loom not making the call, though. It looks like it's there. It looks like it's there.
He's going to go out.
And there it is.
Holy cow.
Did you see that one coming, Jail Son?
Oh, no.
No, I did not.
RBY is super stoked for his boy.
Nobody saw it coming, but Andrei Yatsenko.
No.
That's one of my favorite moves, that outside trip. Oh.
That was beautiful. What technique by Yatsenko, and he just took out Spencer Lee here at RAF 3, and the wrestling fans are losing their minds. Nobody saw this one happening.
Poor Spencer.
All great events have an upset.
Wow, fantastic.
Statistically speaking, we were more likely than not, but look at this position. He takes a big step. Spencer thought he could float it. I thought Spencer was going to float that and come out top. One thing about Spencer Lee is going to sound very critical, guys, but I've followed this young man since he was 15. He does not go to his back often, but when he does not do a great job of getting off his back. It's such a new and unseen position for him. If you could put him in this position, a lot of times you can have success. I know that sounds tough, but that is a reality.
Major upset here. Andrei Yatsenko. Let's go to Jazz Sakura.
Ladies and gentlemen, with 1 second left in the third round, your winner by fall, Andrei Yatsenko!
All right, Andrei Yatsenko wowing the audience here, celebrating with RBY indeed. RAF 3, we're seeing a little bit of everything. We're seeing some surprises here in Chicago. And speaking of which, we got another big announcement. Let's bring out,
ladies and gentlemen, WCW, TNA, WWE legend and Hall of Famer, the CMO of Real American Freestyle. Please welcome
Freestyle 04, but you're also going to see him at Real American Freestyle 05 because Gadi Magomedov has something he wants to challenge, someone he wants to challenge.
Hello, Chicago.
Hello.
If you don't know who I am, ask Kyle Dake. Kyle, where are you? Bring me my belt.
Oh, he wants Real American Freestyle champion Kyle Dake, and Kyle Dake is right backstage. Let's see if he's willing to take that match in January at Real American Freestyle. Kyle Dake, come on out.
Oh, there he is. The champion's here.
He looks good, by the way. Look at that suit on this young man.
He wears it well. He looks like he could be the next president
One of the very
United
best
States.
in Real American Freestyle. You two know each other very well. In fact, I think he beat a 55-match straight winning streak in Tokyo, and now he wants you in January. Kyle, what do you think?
I'm thinking it's about time I get my revenge. And I put you out in the middle of that mat. I make it so you never want to put your shoes on again.
Wow. Big words here from the
Show
champ.
me, please. You know, I'm real American champ. I'm real. 10-0.
Coming your way in January, Real American Freestyle, all five. Cayden Magomedov, Real American Freestyle champion Kyle Dake coming your way.
Let me set this up briefly, please, because I have waited for this rematch.
Please.
This went down at what we know is the COVID Olympics, meaning it happened in 2021 as opposed to 2020. This is Tokyo. Kyle Dake is supposed to win this thing. Kyle Dake finds himself in the semifinals. He got technical.
Wait a minute. I'm the one that's supposed to have the surprises. I'm losing my gig here.
Listen, we wanted to get everyone excited, but for our show on December 20th in Indiana, we got a couple surprises tonight. Izzy and I were talking about some opportunities and great matchups that none of you guys would ever see. Ben Askren, who is up there in the suite, gave Izzy and I an idea. Ben, where are you? Somewhere up there. He's right there. He's right there. Let's just give it up for Ben Askren. Everyone, stand up and give your applause for Ben Askren.
That's a good idea.
Love it.
Double lung transplant.
Incredible.
It is like we're seeing a ghost.
Insane. What an inspiration.
Ben was on his, as you guys know, was on his deathbed, and he was still working with me and Izzy. He was one of our first signees of this league, and he gave me and Izzy the idea of putting Bo Nickel up against one of the best, a great wrestler, but also an MMA superstar. Izzy, tell him who it is.
Who's ready to see Bo Nickel versus Yoel Rivera?
Oh my God.
Like we told you guys before, we're putting the dream matches on, and we're doing it for the fans. See you guys soon.
Now that is an announcement, Izzy style, right there. That is an announcement.
Chad Mendes, and Izzy Martinez.
Jill, please, give me something here.
Where should I begin? Okay, Yoel Romero, my goodness, that's a world champion. That's an Olympic bronze medalist whose only loss at the Olympic Games was to Cael Sanderson himself. By the way, if I can back up, Magomedov said to Kyle Dake 10-0. So people understand at home, he was not threatening to beat him 10-0. He's reminding him that he already beat him 10-0. Magomed and Dake went at it one time. It was a huge upset. It sent Dake back. It's one of the reasons that Dake is still wrestling to this day. Had he won that match, he was likely to win the Olympics. That's the one title that has precluded him, and he's getting his revenge in Real American Freestyle.
Big announcements, big surprises all around here in Chicago. We're back with even more great action here from snowy Chi-Town.
Here is Wyatt Hendrickson.
Did you see that power and agility?
He stopped him dead in his tracks.
A good shot right there.
A double leg by Mason.
Look for more points if he can keep on his hip.
I have an attitude of a champion. I have the heart of a warrior. And my opponents, they can feel that. You can feel my attitude as soon as I step onto that mat.
Hendrickson is wrestling like he wants to show the world that he has a real message and a Real American Freestyle is his home.
Doing great. It's awesome to be back on the mat.
There's shots again. Right here, he takes a sweep with a little bit of a double A finish.
It's over.
Great showing by Paris right there.
You know, my goal, is to win the belt here.
RAF Unlimited Heavyweight World Champion, Captain America,
Oh, baby, that's right. We got a big one. The heavyweights, our champion taking on Mason Parrish. That's at RAF 4, December 20th, the Fishers Event Center right outside of Indianapolis, Indiana. It'll be all right here live on Fox Nation. And here we are in Chicago. Santa in the house. Hanging out here in Chi-Town. Always good to see Chris Kringle in the house. I hear he is a huge wrestling fan. Well, he's going to love this one. Heavyweight action. This is Ahmed Tazhudinov. He is the gold medalist from the last year's 2024 Paris Olympics. Gold at the World Championship. And this is Anthony Tony Cassioppi. Gold at the 2021 Under-23 World Championship. Four-time NCAA All-American at Iowa. Heavyweights on display. Bring it on. Let's go to Jazz Seville.
Fox Nation, Chicago, are you ready for the big boys? The Real American Freestyle Unlimited Heavyweight Division. Please welcome world champion and Olympic gold medalist representing Dagestan, Russia, Ahmed Tazzhudinov.
Representing Dagestan. When he won the Olympics, to remind you, he represented Bahrain. I'm aware that he lives and trains in Dagestan, but he generally represents Bahrain. He is sent here today from Russia with love.
Tazhudinov, he is the gold medalist for the 2024 Games. Came out of nowhere and has been a freight train in that division. Folks, what an absolute monster.
His opponent, four-time NCAA All-American U23 World Champion from Madison, Wisconsin, Tony Cassioppi.
Well, I told you, Chael, Juliana, I got Rocky IV vibes here. I got the American taking on the Russian, and I'm loving it. Cassioppi is coming in as a major underdog. Well, we've seen it before, and we can see it tonight here on Fox Nation.
There's one way to beat Taz that I've ever seen, and that is to get him tired. That is possible. Cassioppi's #1 way to win matches is he gets guys tired. Matchup-wise, this makes a lot of sense. Look, there was going to be an upset, and it was either going to happen in this match or it was going to happen in Spencer Lee's match. It could happen in both.
Curtis Loon is going to be the third man on the mats. Cassioppi in the black, in the white, the gold medalist. Taz.
Hands and feet are moving. Cassioppi trains twice a day, every day in a college room. He's out there in Wisconsin. Coach Reeder, Coach Bono, of course, running that program.
Moving their feet, moving your feet.
I spoke to Coach Bono, Coach Reeder earlier. They said he's in shape. No, this is points Cassioppi. Taz went down a little too easy there. He's not going to come out with this. That's Cassioppi for 2.
There it is.
For the gut wrench.
Taking the gold medalist to task.
Hugging his belly.
Cassioppi, in theory, as the match goes on, that's where he's going to get his points. For him to get too early, this is a big advantage for Tony right now.
Absolutely. And this is what we talked about. I think coming in as a major underdog, but at the same time, Cassioppi knows the assignment, Juliana, and the confidence is there. He knows what's at stake.
Just as a matchmaker standpoint, I know that it was so difficult to be able to find an opponent for Taz, but that's why we love Tony Cassioppi. We called him up and we said, hey man, will you fight this absolute monster gold medalist? And he said, I absolutely will.
There we go, 2 to Taz. We are locked in 2-2, the advantage now with Tazhudinov, and he is trying to make something here, trying to add some more to that total.
Oh, beautiful. He caught his arm on the way through. No, they gave that to Cassioppi. That's from...
No, they gave that to Tazhudinov.
Oh, I'm sorry. I saw the red on Cassioppi, and I assumed that he was... okay, I see my problem. and that should have been.
It's not often that Chael sounded drunk.
Well, Taz went upside down and he caught that arm on the way through. That was a very beautiful technique. I hope we see it on the replay after the break.
This is the way to beat Taz, like you said, Chael. Get him tired, put your size on him. He does have the size advantage, although it doesn't look like it because Taz is so tall, but he is bigger than him. Go get him tired, go put your size on him. Looking for the hip heist there. It's Taz.
See, right here is where Taz stops wrestling. I've seen him do this before. He slows down and stops wrestling. Now, as long as he has that leg hook, they're not going to give points, but it's a very weird strategy. This is what gives up. That's Tony's points.
We got points for Cassioppi, and we got points for Tazhudinov. We are sitting at 6-4. And Taz on top here by 2, the gold medalist from Paris. And here we are going into round number 2. Is this what you expected, Juliana?
I think so, but here's the other thing. He knows what he feels like now. He's been able to lock up with him. Now he has the confidence and knows what he has to do to come out here in round 2, make the adjustments, and let's see if he does that. Because after feeling what he feels like, and he's not the big boogeyman that he needs to be afraid of, that everybody's made it out for him to be in his head, now all he has to do is just go believe in himself. And if there was ever anybody that was going to believe in themselves the most and get out there and go get a win, it's Tony Cassioppi.
I love that. I absolutely love that. We go into round 2 here on live on Fox Nation. Heavyweight matchup here. Cassioppi and Tazhudinov. Now Tazhudinov getting aggressive.
Just one. He's going to get, no, I don't think so. That should be 1, I believe.
I would like to see a replay. Where's the block?
They were already outside the lines there. Surprising.
No protest. I look right.
No, it looks like they're only marking it 1. I think we have judges here all around the ring. They just gave him the 1, Jill.
All right, so the mat official had 2. The other judges overruled him with 1. That's going to be 2 here for Taz.
Dang it. Giving up the back there.
You know, Tony's getting out freestyled right now. He's getting exposure points. He's not necessarily getting out wrestled. I don't hate the position he's in with 3.5 minutes to go. And I know when a guy's down by 5, that sounds weird, but I don't hate it. I thought Tony's biggest chance was to wear on him. He's still wearing on him.
Seems like Taz has now turned things on a little bit. I feel like he got the scare, he took a few points, but now it seems like he's in control. Juliana, do you see that? I see the confidence, the aggression go up here for Tazhudinov.
I see what you're saying. He was just warming up in the first round, just wanted to get a feel of him. But there you go again with what Chael was saying, is that he just stops wrestling, and we don't know if that's intentional.
Yeah, almost like he was looking for a cheap tilt there.
Still working.
Would be almost disrespectful that he thought that would work with Cassioppi. But I've seen Taz do that before as a match drags on. Look, 9-6. I stand by my position. Cassioppi's in a good position.
This is competitive. I'm so proud of him.
Ooh. Oh, there it is.
Nicely done by Tony Cassioppi. He's going for it again.
Can he get another one? Can he get another one? Can he turn it one more time?
No, that's what we call getting greedy. Taz is going to come out here. He's for sure getting points. He's for sure getting points, but a pin is very likely. It's the hard position. It's tough to get an Olympic champion off your chest.
Good call on that one, Chael. And just like that, Ahmed Tazzhudinov gets the fall. Cassioppi got a little greedy. Now hold on. Let's double check here. We got our ringside judge here. There was a little bit of a disagreement, but I believe everything will stand. Still a fall for Tazhudinov, and it is the gold medalist coming out on top. He was the favorite. Cassioppi made him think about it, though, Chael. Good effort here from Tony.
You can dispute a score. A fall cannot be reversed. That is called a referee's discretion. Fall is final.
As we finish up this replay, great work there by Taz. Picking up the win, as you can see. Cassioppi looked so incredibly good, but you said it so well, Chael.
He got greedy. He got greedy, and you know, I've seen this position so many times where somebody just there's a little hip adjustment comes on top. This was very good tactics right here by Taz to hook that leg. And when you get a 238-pound man on top of you, it's hard to get him off.
All right, let's go up to Jazz, official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, with 21 seconds left in round number 2, your winner by fall, Ahmed Tazzhudinov.
Well, listen, he lived up to the hype, and he delivered. Tazhudinov with a fantastic victory here at RAF 3. That is how you do it. Living up to all the hype, and you know, he wants that title shot. But folks, we got even more surprises. Let's go back to Easy E, Eric Bischoff.
I'm back! And this time I'd like to bring out, he's ranked number 4 in the world in the UFC. His name is Belal Muhammad.
Whoa.
And we got a little bit of business to take care of on December 20th. Belal, come on out. Give it up for Belal Muhammad, ranked number 4 in the world.
My guy.
Now, Belal, I don't know if you saw this, but a few weeks ago at RAF 02, David Carr came out and, well, I hate to break it to you, but he challenged you, buddy. What do you think?
I mean, I hate to break it to him, but he challenged the wrong guy. He thinks that I'm coming into his world, but he doesn't realize it's my world. He made the wrong choice. He called out the wrong guy. I plan on taking his stupid crown and taking his belt December 20th.
December 20th, coming your way, Belal Muhammad, David Carr. See you there.
Nice, nicely done.
Nobody goes heel quite like Bischoff, but the crowd loved him. He tried to get a negative reaction, but the crowd loved him anyway. What an announcement. That was a real treat. I did not know that David Carr had accepted the match.
It's on.
Accepted the match. He called out Belal.
I apologize. I meant I didn't know Belal had accepted the match against the number 1 guy in the country, David Carr.
That's a big one.
Nick Hogan
That's my
wants
guy.
to know.
That's my training partner, Belal Muhammad. Super excited for that matchup.
Oh, man, we're all hyped up. Incredible stuff.
On the
And we're
east
having a blast
side.
here in Chicago, but the road does not stop here. RAF 4 heading to Fishers, Indiana on December 20th, and we want you to be there, Matt side. Giving away a VIP experience. Scan the QR code that includes front row seats.
All right, we've got another
You can
t-shirt.
scan the code, or you can go to realamericanfreestyle.com/Indy-VIP. Enter now. What are you waiting for? Scan that QR code and win those VIP tickets on December 20th.
I don't know.
All right, let's go back to the one and only Jazz Securo.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome WWE Hall of Famer and Olympic gold medalist, the incredible Kurt Angle!
Welcome to the land of the free.
Oh, there he is, Jill, the one and only Kurt Angle. Did it all with a broken freaking neck. You gotta love it.
I was at the Olympic Training Center pursuing my own dreams when Kurt was out there training. That broken neck story is 100% true. They could barely get him on a mat. His whole training was cardio and conditioning, and he won the Olympic Games anyway.
Yeah, it's so great to have Kurt here. An absolute legend, and we love having him here in the booth.
Where did this night go? I can't believe we're down to the final 2.
It's incredible. I never saw it coming. It all happened so fast. So many great highlights. Kurt, wow, it is great to have you back in the booth.
I'm happy to be here. I was waiting backstage. I was going nuts. Couldn't wait to come out here and
having
commentate.
fun, or are you having fun, though, Kurt? I mean, seriously, so many highlights.
Tonight's been incredible. These matches have been so amazing. I'm looking forward to the next 2 main events coming up right now.
Kurt, what was your thought when Spencer Lee got pinned?
That totally shocked me.
As a Pennsylvania native, that had to really...
It hurt. He's a Pittsburgh native, too, just like me.
Oh.
Yeah. We were talking backstage before the match, and then afterward, he wasn't talking anymore.
Fantastic. Here it's time for the women's middleweight title fight here at RAF 3. Taking a look at the resume. As you can see, bronze at the Junior Pan Olympics there for Ale Rivera, 2-time senior world championship out of Mexico, and of course a big win at RAF 1 over Holly Holm. But Kennedy Blades, so much hype. Silver medalist at the 2024 Games, gold at the 2021 Under-20 World Championships. A lot of people tuning in just to see what Blades is going to do. Now let's take a look back to Ali Rivera, folks. We remember this. This was big at RAF 1. brought out Holly Holm. Kurt, this was wild, right? A big surprise, and Holm looked good.
She looked incredible. I never expected that. But, you know, with Holly, she's always been a competitor her whole entire life. So what doesn't surprise me?
Rivera, though, was able to come out on top. A great, valiant effort there by Holly Holm, but that led to this. It's your Kurt's angle. Take it away, Kurt.
All right, Kurt's angle. Let's see here. Blade's back arch. She has an incredible back arch. She has a move called the Blade Suplex. She hits a lot of people with it. Can Rivera counterattack? Blade's is always attacking. Can Rivera counterattack her attacks? And watch for Kennedy's leg lace. She has an amazing leg lace on top. She turns just about everybody with it.
So there we go, folks. We're getting ready for this big matchup. Let's actually check in with the one and only, the Warrior, Ben Askren.
What's up, guys? How are you? I'm excited for the co-main and main event coming up. Tonight's on fire. I don't know if you guys can feel it out down there, but I'm feeling it up here. Everyone's going nuts. So many great matches. I think Kennedy's going to be a little too much, and I think Kennedy's going to want some payback for her buddy Holly Holm.
No doubt about it, Ben. I know you're having a blast. It's great to have you here. It's an honor, and it is time to make this match happen. All the hype, it all comes to this. Let's go to Yatsenko to bring out our wrestlers.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time is ready for your Real American Freestyle Middleweight World Championship. Let's bring out your wrestlers. Please welcome Alejandra Rivera.
And here comes Alejandra Rivera. You know, Chill, listen. There's so much hype behind Blades, but as we've seen tonight, all that can get thrown out the window. We've seen a lot of upsets. Surely she's the underdog here, but she doesn't feel like it. She's very confident leading into this match.
Well, I see it the same way. You know, I felt like she got a little bit of criticism because her match with Holly Holm was so close. Listen, she won the match. And the one big thing with Blades, if we just go back to Kurt's angles, look, if she can defend a leg lace, if she can counterattack, and if she can watch for that big 5-point throw, she's in this contest.
Alejandra Rivera is ready for her moment. Can she walk out champion?
And now Chicago, her opponent, here is Kennedy Blades.
And the crowd erupts. No surprise, Kurt.
Hometown
they
girl.
love her. And she's a hometown girl, but she is a national hero. You know that feeling.
Yeah. Let me tell you something about Kennedy. I told her this week, I said, you look like a basketball player more than you do a wrestler. You know what she said to me? What? She said, Mr. Angle, make no mistake about it, but if I played basketball since I was a kid, I'd be dunking on everyone.
No doubt. Yeah. I mean, how can you argue it? What an athlete. Kennedy Blades, her chance to walk out as RAF champion. Let's go up for our championship introduction, Yatsenko.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our co-main event of the night. Fox Nation, Chicago, are you ready? 3 rounds for the Real American Freestyle Middleweight World Championship. And now, introducing on my right, wrestling out of the red corner, she weighed in at 142.6 pounds. 2-time world champion representative, 2-time Pan American medalist, representing Caldwell, Mexico, introducing Alejandra Rivera. And now, her opponent across the mat, tonight, weighing in officially at 149.2 pounds, a 4-time national champion, a U20 world champion, and an Olympic silver medalist representing Chicago, Illinois. Presenting Kennedy Blades.
Look at her eyes.
as they tell a story. She is taking in this moment.
There's no way in heck she's losing tonight.
Wow, I love it. Hey, I kind of feel the same way. There's something about her. That confidence is radiant. And here we go, folks. We're underway, and of course, our match clock is brought to you by Battle Bars. All throughout our co-main and our main event here at RAF 3. We're here at the Wintrust live on Fox Nation. What a night it's been. Two big fights, and Kennedy Blades ain't wasted no time. Put the points on the board.
She tried to get to her back. She was thinking back guards right there. They were just two. The gravity was against her, but she was thinking, I'm going to soup her up right now.
I think you're right, Joe.
So Kurt, Kenny was training out in Stillwater. Whoever was running the room says, hey, champ, they're talking to Kennedy. So John Smith looks up and says, yeah.
Oh, there she goes again.
She wanted it again.
Don't be surprised if we got a one-pounder here.
Let's see if she hits a lift. I mean, she wants this throw. So she says, hey, champ, and they're talking to Kennedy. So a couple minutes later, say, hey, champ again. John Smith looks up a second time, says, what? Realizes he's talking to Kennedy. Third time he says it. John Smith says, listen, she's a silver. I'm the champ.
Nothing there. Great defense
Not
there
for
by
long,
Rivera.
though, Joe. Not for long. She's going to win a gold. She's definitely going to win a gold.
And she is pushing now. And there goes Rivera. It was a good attempt by Rivera and great defense.
Yeah, I'll give her that. She had good defense there, but I don't know how much I was seeing an offense by Kennedy. Kennedy's got one thing on her mind, and it is suplex.
Throwing, yes.
Yes.
She says she gets criticism when she doesn't get it.
Her double leg's as good as her suplex. It really is.
Another 2 points on the board. We're sitting at 6-0 Blades. This is for the RAF Women's Middleweight Championship.
Listen, she's electing to not try to turn her. She does not want this match over, guys. She is trying to go to Suplex City.
She's making Rivera suffer.
Well, we know Brock Lesnar's competing tonight as well, so are we going to see some Suplex City here from Kennedy Blades? She knows the directions,
Did
no
you
doubt.
wrestle Brock Lesnar on an airplane one time?
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Because there's a rumor going around the internet.
It wasn't me.
Kurt, she wants it again.
It was another Kurt.
Here we go. And there, 2 more points, and we are 2 away from a technical fall.
I think she
Gentlemen.
heard Kurt Angles, and she wants to impress the Olympic. I think that's what she wants to do.
No leg laces.
She's going to do this for Kurt, or she's trying to at least.
The life bar's blinking red here for Ali Rivera. It's 9 seconds left in this matchup. Is Blade just going to take it to round number 2? Or is she going to take her right here?
She's going to wait, I think.
She is.
And
What does she have
is.
planned? Does she have something planned? I feel like she's got something cooked up for those final 2 points. But I mean, overall, you got to be so impressed.
I know I am impressed right now, but you know, she impresses me every time she wrestles. She gets better and better every week. This girl's unbelievable.
All right, let's go up to Ben Askren. Ben, you've seen this action. Incredible.
Incredible first period, Kenny Blades. But guys, I got some bad news for Chael and Kurt. Alejandra Rivera, she knows the assignment. The assignment is not to get bombed on her head. So she's not letting any of us have any fun, dang it.
Come on. Come on, Ali.
One more try.
Great Ben Askren sprinkling in some gems up there at the skybox level. And here we are, round number 2. World Middleweight Championship on the line. Kennedy Blades. This match clock brought to you by Battle Bars. Kennedy Blades, opportunity right here. What you gonna do with it? She's just gonna get those quick 2. She really wants something special here, Joe.
Yeah, she doesn't want to finish the match.
She's hot dogging. I know she's not. She's not really wrestling right now.
She's not, because she wants something big.
You know, and by the way, you got to have a real confidence in your conditioning. There has never been a wrestling match I wanted to go a second longer than it had to.
I hear you, man. But this girl, she's soaking it in.
There's a push out. We're going to get 1 point for Blades. 9-0, folks.
You know, she's considered pound for pound to be the best collegiate female athlete in the United States. But, you know what, by next Olympics, she'll be the best wrestler in the whole world.
That's right. That's very clear that is her trajectory.
No doubt about it. That'll be right here on U.S. soil. Here we are with just a minute to go here in round 2.
By the way, what about Jordan Oliver getting one for the old dogs, Kurt?
Wow, man, that shocked me.
New champion.
I was backstage with Rio, and I was like, man, you know, sometimes it happens, you know.
Oh, you saw him after the match?
Yeah.
Oh, how was he?
Diving in, great sprawl here by
He said
Rivera.
I should have never given up the 2 points.
All right.
Yeah.
So he knew. He was a man about it.
Yes, he was. He took it like a man.
Watch Kennedy Blades take a look to her right to Izzy Martinez, her trainer.
She's thinking, Izzy, how do I win this match? Oh, she won it again.
And there it is. We got a dub.
She came around the body again. Her mind never left Suplex City.
Never. That's what she wanted. She couldn't get it. And I think when you interview her, I feel like she's going to say something about that. You or Juliana, whoever gets the honor of interviewing Kennedy Blades, your new RAF World Middleweight Champion. Absolutely insane. Great work here. Take a look at this replay, Kurt. She was just on fire.
Yeah, you know what? Rivera, she knows better. She didn't want to get launched, so every time Kennedy did a double leg, she bellied out. So she was trying not to get thrown.
Who the heck wants to? Who wants to get thrown?
And who wants to wrestle somebody that good?
No doubt about it. Let's go to Jazz Secura to make it all official.
Ladies and gentlemen, 42 seconds left in round number 2. Your winner with a final score of 11-0. Winner by technical fall and new Real American Freestyle Middleweight World Champion, Kennedy Blades.
You know, usually Nick Hogan is the one putting the belt around, but Izzy wanted this one.
Yeah,
that was
that's
a very
Izzy's
special,
girl, yeah.
Absolutely, very special. Ben, hold on. We got Chael as well. Let's go to Chael first. I want to go back to Ben Askren as the celebration is on here for the one and only Kennedy Blades. Now, the champion is going to be standing by the bad guy, Chael Sonnen.
Kennedy Blades, there is very few things left in wrestling for you to do. You are now the Real American Freestyle Champion. Congratulations, young lady.
Thank you so much. It's honestly awesome. You know, I've been to the highest level, world, state, nationals, Olympics, but something about Real American Freestyle is just different. You guys are awesome, and allowing me to make my first debut in my hometown is just, it means so much to me.
Well, the one thing that we're going to need, and we don't have yet, is a challenger. So you know the women better than anybody. Who should get the first shot at your championship?
Man, that's a good question. I mean, honestly, man, I don't even know. I'm ready for anyone, guys. I mean, that's the part of the sport is just you're ready to put the toe on the line, shake hands, and just go out there and wrestle. So, I mean, whoever you guys have, I'm ready and I'm excited.
Kennedy, you're beautiful, you're friendly, and you are now the Real American Freestyle Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Kennedy Blades.
Tremendous win there by our new champ, Kennedy Blades. Let's check in with Ben Askren. Ben, what a performance here by Blades. We didn't get that big suplex, but that was fantastic.
Yeah, that was an amazing performance. She really outclassed Alejandra Rivera. She was looking for that soup, even all the way to the very end. She was looking for it. So, you know, I think she's got to develop a few new sneaky moves in her repertoire to get there a little easier.
You know, Kurt, what an ambassador for RAF. Kennedy Blades as champion, so well spoken, such a sweet athlete with all the skills to back it up.
She's one of the classiest women I've ever known. And I've only known her for a few months, but she's just an amazing person.
Yes, indeed, she is, and she is your new champion. It's time for the main event of RAF 3. A lot of people looking forward to this one. Michael Chandler in the UFC, one of the top fighters in the company, taking on a first ballot Hall of Famer, in my opinion, Chad Money Mendes. Both men came from wrestling, and now they return to the sport that got them started.
My name is Michael Chandler. I was born in High Ridge, Missouri. So mom and dad both worked 2 and 3 jobs, hard-working, blue-collar, normal life in Jefferson County, Missouri. You have to engage in risk, and you have to engage in a workload high enough to be able to build your mind into a calloused environment to where pain, you feel it, but you don't really feel it, you know? I'm scared every single day of my life because I can't really trust myself to go halfway. I can't trust myself to have an easy day. I can't trust myself to do a normal amount of work. It has to be overboard. I have to bite off more than I can chew or I don't feel comfortable. People around the world that watch me fight on a Saturday in an arena have no idea sacrifice, the pain, the second guessing, and all of those different normal human emotions that I have to deal with just to get to fight night. The true cost of greatness, it's way worse than you think it is, but it's so worth it. It's so worth it. I think the competitor in me wants to put the wrestling shoes on and compete. And if I'm gonna compete, I want to compete against a world-renowned talent. Chad Mendes is a phenomenal wrestler. And there's something different about putting the wrestling shoes on and standing on the firm foundation that wrestling built. I truly believe that whatever is in front of me, I'm a hammer and it's a nail. And I think the competitor in me is a completely different person than who I am as a man. And if you think I'm gonna go out there and get broken or roll over, it's gonna be a long night for you, Chad.
Oh yeah, the hype is real. Let's go back to the Olympic hero himself, Kurt, with Kurt Zengel.
All right, what we need to watch out for tonight is Chandler's size advantage. He's much bigger than Mendes. Right. But watch Mendes' quickness. He has more quickness than Chandler does. I think that'll make up for the size advantage. As far as freestyle specific lungs, whoever has the better lungs, whoever's in better shape is most likely gonna win tonight. Whoever doesn't have the lungs is most likely will be the loser.
Well, they both have taken this extremely seriously. They take it as an honor to main event RAF 3. So why don't we get down to business and go to Yatsenko for our introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chicago, it is time for your main event of the night in the real American Freestyle welterweight division. Let's bring out your wrestlers. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Chad Mendes.
And there he is, Chad Money Mendes. Incredible moments in the UFC, one of the biggest buy rates, one of the biggest pay-per-views. Him and Conor McGregor, this guy does print money. He is a big deal, and it's great to have him here at RAF, Jill.
He is as strong as he looks, and the one reason I bring that up, to Kurt's point, who's in better shape, who's more fit, who's more strong, but Chandler's got the size. Generally, the bigger guy doesn't have to worry about strength, and that could really nullify things in this contest.
You're absolutely right, Joe.
Chad Mendes ready to go. Will the quickness be better than the power and the size of Chandler? Chad Mendes at RAF.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome his opponent. Here is Michael Chandler.
And here comes Michael Chandler. Wow, one of the most popular guys on the UFC roster right now. We know what he can do inside the octagon, but he is obviously an incredible wrestler as well. Speak to that, Jill.
Michael Chandler is currently under contract with Dana White. This match does not happen without the UFC's approval, and I think they deserve credit for that. The same goes for Chad Mendes. He is currently under contract with Dave Feldman of Bare Knuckle. These guys came together to show respect to what real American Freestyle is attempting to do.
Yes, they came back to their roots, and I also think that, Mendes is basically, he looks just as strong as Michael Chandler does, so I might want to take back my words about him being the stronger one.
Before the intro, final comment from you, Ben Askren.
Yeah, this is going to be so much fun. I mean, these guys were elite wrestlers in their day, but have spent the past 15 years fighting at a really, really, really high level. They are both elite competitors. I want to see Michael Chandler win because we were teammates in Missouri, but I don't know what's going to happen out there.
All right. We got some votes here for Chandler, but let's make it happen. Let's go to Yatsenko for the main event.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your main event of the night. Wintrust Arena, Chicago, Illinois. Everybody watching all around the world on Fox Nation. It's about to go down. Somebody make some noise. 3 rounds in the real American Freestyle middleweight division. And now, introducing on my right, he weighed in at an even and ready 173 pounds. He is a 2-time NCAA All-American, a 2-time Pac-10 champion, a 3-time UFC featherweight title challenger. from Boise, Idaho, introducing Chad Mendes. His opponent on my left, he weighed in at 174.9 pounds, a four-time NCAA national qualifier, an NCAA All-American, a three-time Bellator lightweight world champion, and a UFC lightweight title challenger. From Nashville, Tennessee, by way of Hill Ridge, Missouri, presenting Iron Michael Chandler!
You know what amazes me is these two are around the same age.
Your referee is Guida.
And these guys have never wrestled each other or fought MMA together. And they were in it at the same time. They were in wrestling at the same time, MMA at the same time. For the last 20 years, they never competed against each other until tonight.
Yeah,
you're going to see who the better wrestler is.
Well, he was always a division under him, was Mendes. He was always hanging out there in that featherweight division. They never matched up, surprisingly. But here, we got it here. We got that matchup here on RAF,
yes, we
baby.
Chad Mendes, NCAA finalist for Cal Poly. Michael Chandler, 5th in the country for Missouri. Guys, I see this as a takedown contest. Whoever can get on the other one, on top of the other one more, is going to win.
A lot of folks switching over here from the UFC. They want to see this matchup. And folks, when you talk about the UFC, you talk about wrestling, one of the biggest components to the sport and the most grueling component to the sport. And that is why you're here, RAF, here on Fox Nation. We want some action. Now on the clock is Michael Chandler.
Nice and red.
Now we know about that shot clock, Jill. You got to get busy, and if you don't, that point's going to go to Mendes.
Yes, absolutely. Now that will come back later in the match, so it's a little bit of a deceptive point, but it definitely has a mental advantage. You see 1 point on the board for yourself. You're not doing the math, thinking about, well, later if we're tied. You're just knowing I'm ahead of this guy.
Yes, you are. Exactly. That's what you're thinking. Yes.
I must tell you, these guys took this serious. They're both moving very well.
They are. They are in great position, too. They're hand fighting. They're trying to open each other up. There's a good shot right there. Oh!
Whoa, 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 whoa! Wow, and the turn by Chandler!
That's a big 2 points right there. I don't think a front headlock was in the cards.
Did you see what I saw, Chell?
Yes.
It was a slip.
He slipped. Yep. Chad Mendes went for that roll. He missed it. Chandler came on top, took him the opposite way.
If you're keeping score at home, the shot clock point actually went to Chandler. It was Mendes that was on the clock. He got the 2 points to Chandler as well and nearly got more. 3-0 here with 10 seconds to go, and already some great highlights here between these two studs from the UFC.
They look like Spartans.
Right? All ripped up. Great shape. And there it is, 1 round in the books here, but the crowd in Chicago loves it. They love it here at the Wintrust Arena here in the Windy City, getting out of the cold. It's a blizzard outside, by the way, but they were all able to make it in here to a sold-out Wintrust Arena. As you can see in the corner of Michael Chandler. So now, Chad Mendes at a deficit here, Chell. Let's take a look at some of these replays.
Oh, Chad went for it. Now, from a collegiate standpoint, this was a big move of his at Cal Poly. When he slipped and Chandler came on top, Chandler was able to turn that chin just slightly, force the body to go where the head goes. This is Mendes' slip right here. This is what set up the action. Chandler goes the opposite direction. Turn that chin. He went for another one. He knew where the out of bounds was. That was a very good reaction by Michael Chandler.
He kept wrestling.
It's the main event here. Let's go back up to Ben Askren. What'd you see there in round 1? Great work here by Chandler.
Yeah, really good work. You know, slow start, but when you haven't wrestled in 15 years, sometimes you got a slow start. But Mendes went for the mixer. You know, he went big right there, and then Chandler countered with the head pin. So I thought 2 great moves to end the period. Hopefully these guys keep ramping it up.
No doubt about it. You're checking in here with the one and only Funky Ben Askren. Here in our main event here of RAF3 live here on Fox Nation.
You know, these two have been battling for so many years, 20 years MMA and wrestling. They look like they're freshmen in college. They look really energetic and young.
You know, isn't it amazing, though, Kurt, the amount of these UFC fighters, and we're going to see WWE guys come in here with that wrestling past that just want to be a part of this.
Everybody wants to be a part of RAF right now. I have wrestlers from WWE contacting me, Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin. And,
could you imagine? Oh, look at that. That just piqued Chael Sonnen's ear. He just
Chad Gable and I haven't seen Shelton in a while. That's one of the great athletes ever, quite frankly.
Yes, incredible athlete.
We got 1 minute to go here. Chandler still in the driver's seat.
You know, Cyrus, if you were to ever ask me, hey, Chael, which one of these guys is a better competitor? It's a hard word to define because you're talking about somebody that will go to the bitter end. However, both of these guys, neither will ever say uncle. No matter what the circumstance, I've never seen one of these guys relinquish. I've never seen one of them wilt. And I think you're starting to see that heart from both of them right now.
Yeah, they're bumping heads.
Yeah, they are. Knocking heads, indeed.
Well, he poked him in the eye twice. He might as well headbutt him once.
Chad Mendes could take a hit here.
Oh, 3 times.
Oh, wow. All right, so we're going to get a point on the board here.
Chandler's secretly dirty. Chandler will pull some stops, but look how innocent he looks, too. What a performer.
What did I do?
What happened? Oh, I rammed you in the eye again?
Well, we know that Mendes could take some shots. You remember at BKFC, Chael, you were there in Denver. Him and Alvarez had an absolute war. He just wants to keep competing, does Mendes.
Well,
this guy can't just stay at home and go fish or something. He has to get out here and compete.
Well, check me if I'm wrong, but I thought Alvarez put him into retirement. I thought he retired because he wanted to spend time with his family. So that didn't happen?
What? No, that is something that absolute happened, but it didn't stand, obviously, right?
Okay.
Wouldn't be the first time somebody retired and didn't stay retired, right? Probably seen that once or twice.
Oh, God. Pro wrestling?
I'm retired just means I'm going to wait till a promoter calls me.
Exactly. And it seems like that stays true in freestyle wrestling as well. And I really think, guys, as we go into the third and final round, you're going to see even more and more of those guys that are retired stepping back in here because it's such a fun atmosphere and they get to go back to what they really do.
Yeah, they're going to see Chad Mendes and Michael Chandler over here wrestling, beating each other up, and they're going to want to be a part of it.
Give me your one dream person when you step back into wrestling here at RAF. If you have one guy or one
for
girl,
me to face,
not for you to face, just to call the match or just to see them here on the mat.
Gosh, man, that's tough.
Cael Sanderson?
Cael Sanderson would be my top 3. Yeah, definitely.
Jordan Burroughs?
Jordan Burroughs is in there too, but I would also like to see Bruce Baumgartner.
Oh, okay, sure.
Oh
no, all right. If we're just having some fun, fine. Give me Terry Brands and Kendall Cross.
Yeah, let's go, right?
I mean, if we're going to do it, let's just do it.
Gosh, let's get Brock Lesnar and John Jones, too.
Oh, all right, now we're talking.
And I think there's that Khabib guy with the long name. We can get him, too. Folks, we got 90 seconds left in this matchup. Third and final round. It has been a war here. Mendes and Chandler, they bumped heads.
They're going at it.
They are. They truly are. And now they got to get down to business. Now back on the clock we go. Shot clock in action once again here for Chad Mendes. Mendes has to be aggressive. I don't think he's going to have to get it. He's going to be aggressive. It's going to happen.
Well, he's behind by 2 points. He has to make something work.
1 minute left here on the clock. RAF 3, Chad Money Mendes, Michael Chandler. Here in the main event, who is going to take a chance here?
Chad Mendes took on a world champion in jiu-jitsu. He'd never done jiu-jitsu before. There was 1 second left when Chad found a way to win that match. Now, I tell you that because when you talk about the great competitors, this match is not over, gentlemen.
Great head snap there by Mendes, and a great shot by Mendes, but no point. And they did not count that. Mendes lost a point there, and Chandler got a point for the shot clock. Did not get enough action, not an effective move, and now time is ticking. He's got to go for it.
He's doing everything he can. Michael Chandler's just holding him off.
He is. Great work here by Chandler. Great defense.
You know, Patty the Batty out-wrestling Michael Chandler looks even more impressive right now, doesn't it?
Gosh. Good call on that one, Chael. This is where we will land, and this match is over.
1 for the push-out. 4-2 for the wrap.
And there it is,
Great
folks.
matchup, guys. Great
it was
matchup.
a great matchup. It really was. Michael Chandler drawing a little bit of blood. They are not afraid to get bloody. This thing got nasty and gritty. But on top, Michael Chandler tonight here at RAF 3. Let's make this thing official, folks. Let's go back to Chad.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds and a final score of 4-1, your winner, Iron Michael Chandler!
Wow. Great work there by Iron Michael Chandler, stepping in here to RAF. Victorious, now he stands by with the bad guy.
You know what? Neither one of those guys should be ashamed. That was a great match.
Truly was. Let's go to jail. He's gonna have to chase him down, I think.
Michael Chandler, you dreamed of being the NCAA Finals. You came up a little short, but you just beat an NCAA finalist. Does this fix some old memories?
You know what, Chael? Real American Freestyle is giving guys like me an opportunity to say yes, it does fix it. But now that we're talking about NCAAs, a lot of people say 2009 NCAA bracket in 157 was the toughest weight class ever assembled, and I got a hit list that was on it, but that's another time.
Oh no, let's make that time right now. It sounds like you want to do a call out. This sounds like a perfect time.
Oh, well, Chael. Well, Chael, if you do insist, first of all, I'd like to say since 2009, there was a guy out there from the Midwest in the Big 12 who beat me a couple times, and I haven't been able to get him off my mind. Jordan Burroughs! This ain't 2009! I'm bigger, I'm faster, I'm stronger, I'm more dangerous! Jump in the RAF ring with me, if you dare!
Michael Chandler just called out Jordan Burroughs. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? We got 6,000 people that thinks it's a good idea. Jim Shear thinks it's a good idea. We might see it in the future. Give it up for your main event winner, the one and only Michael Chandler.
Well, I'll tell you what.
I would have said someone a little less competitive for my first one, my first title defense.
Oh man, Chad Bronstein, Izzy Martinez, Eric Bischoff, bust open that bank book. We got to get Jordan Burroughs in here. Let's go! I can't wait. Oh man,
will
Kurt,
he say yes? That's the question.
That was fantastic, Kurt. You got to be so impressed with the entire show. But that great main event, these guys really answered the call.
This was our best RAF so far. This, without a doubt.
No
and
doubt.
You know what? All these Chicago fans had an incredible time. They saw a lot of amazing matches. And you know what? We're just going to keep moving forward.
Oh, you better believe it. And let's go on. Ben Askren, man, what an incredible night. I'm just happy you were able to make it out here. That by itself is a miracle. But with that being said, give me your thoughts on that main event.
Yeah, awesome main event. Man, I can't believe Chael or Kurt didn't say the first line of defense in wrestling is your head. Those guys were using their head quite a bit. I think maybe they were rusty from not hitting their knees, because in MMA, you don't want to hit your knees. You just want to grab the legs, pick them up, put them down. So those guys, they weren't shooting their knee very much, and that was why they both having problems.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And incredible work there. And Ben, listen, man, you have been so incredibly inspiring all throughout this journey. I mean, nobody has seen what you've done, and you're here, and you're getting better, and I know one day we are going to see you on those mats. That's happening.
I can only hope that's the case. I'm going to get my doctor's clearance to say yes, but you know, I couldn't be more excited to help RAF. RAF 3 was the best by far. This crowd was freaking amazing in Chicago. We got to come back to Chicago, I'm telling Chad, which I don't think, Chad, you're going to have a problem with coming back to Chicago. But how about RAF 4? We announced Yoel Romero and Bo Nickel tonight.
Oh, man.
We have Wyatt Hendrickson and Mason Paris main event. I mean, this card is total fire. We have world champion Zahid Valente, world champion Trent Hidley. I mean, wow, that card's gonna be amazing. And then you guys just wait till we see what we got in stock for RAF 5, RAF 6, and on past that.
You better believe it, man. Well, listen, we wish you the best, and we can't wait to see you at RAF number 4 and all the ones going forward. Thank you so much, Ben Askren. And what a night, folks. What a night indeed it has been here at RAF. We actually have our match of the night, and it was Alexis Gomez and Bellamere.
Hold out the win. Oh my gosh, I couldn't believe it.
How great was that? You had to be so impressed. Kurt,
last time they wrestled, Mir won 10-0.
Yes,
she dominated the match.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, yeah, that was amazing. I mean, this is a completely different person tonight. Gomez just showed up. She showed up.
Yeah, she certainly did. A great come from behind, setting the tone for the entire night. So many great surprises, come from behind victories and upsets. We got all the winners in the house tonight, and they are on the mats as we
Ladies
speak.
and gentlemen, here are your Real American Freestyle champions of the night. Bo Bassett, Alexis Gomez, Pat Downey, Cayden Henschel, new Real American Freestyle Featherweight World Champion, Jordan Oliver, Austin Gomez, Yatsenko, Ahmed Tazzhudinov, new Real American Freestyle Middleweight World Champion, Kennedy Blades, and Iron Michael Chandler.
Oh man, I love that. I love how we finish up the night that way.
It's a big celebration. All the winners coming on the mat. The fans cheer. It's just incredible. It's a great way to end the show.
It really is. Chell, final thoughts here on RAF.
These big cards generally do come with an upset. Was that Real Woods or was that Spencer Lee? Quite frankly, I think we got a few surprises tonight, but guys, this is what dreams are made of.
Well, I'll tell you what, just a few weeks from now, it is coming up quick. It's December 20th, another stacked card just 3 weeks away as RAF4 takes over Fishers, Indiana, right outside of Indianapolis. 3 world title matches are already planned, highlighted by a monster heavyweight championship collision between Wyatt Hendrickson, our champ, and the challenger Mason Paris. Get your tickets now for RAF4, where the world's best freestyle wrestlers are on display. Go to realamericanfreestyle.com for more information. Oh, baby, it has been historic from the Windy City, a winter storm outside, but they all made it out here to the Wintrust Arena, and we're glad that you joined us here on Fox Station. And for Chael Sonic, Kurt Angle, Juliana Pena, and for Jazz Securo, I'm Cyrus Bees, and we'll see you next time here at Real American Freestyle.
So keep your silver, our kinds of gold. No place for quitters, only for the bold. I'm gonna take what's mine, I pay my dues. Gonna fuel this fire, so light that fuse. The beat in the soul just keeps getting louder. Give me some from the ashes, I will rise. No satisfaction without the fight.